Here we go. Got it. Shinobi. Hey Nelson,
Mm-hmm.
is that you liking all my things on TikTok?
Yep.
Okay. And I was like, I bet you that's Nelson. All right.
Nelson doesn't like anything I post
Because I don't like the
Aw.
videos you post.
because he don't like me.
Oh man. Wait, you
And
post stuff on TikTok?
no, I
Really?
don't have
No.
a TikTok.
No.
TikTok.
This is YouTube.
I
Oh,
I
believe
like
okay.
all
TikTok's
of
the
his shit.
devil.
I just don't usually watch them all.
TikTok is the devil.
Well, I know.
One of the biggest reasons is being in a Discord with him. I'm already gonna know if a game didn't work because he's gonna complain about it. So I don't need to watch a whole goddamn video to find that out.
That's
Yeah,
not
I only
true.
have like little short videos. I only have little short videos of like the crazy shit that I do sometimes, but
That's not
that's
true.
pretty much.
You didn't hear me
Uh-oh.
High
complain about
quality PlayStation, but
Avatar. You didn't
fucking
hear me
smash
complain
that beer.
about fucking
Are you shitting?
Motorfest. You didn't hear me complain about Helldivers. You didn't hear me complain about none of these fucking games. So that is not true. You think you know me? You don't know me.
Uh-oh. When you see me in the streets, holla, you don't know me.
You don't know me. But Nelson does like all my my posts on social media, like on X. He
Yeah,
likes it on there.
I don't have X. The only thing I only got on TikTok because I was thinking about like, an easy platform for me to just share videos that might get some traction. But the only things I really have, I have Facebook because my wife was like, get on Facebook. If she
Yeah.
didn't like basically beg me to get on Facebook, I never would have had it to begin with.
Well,
And
RPG,
then,
I'll complain about you. Sorry to cut you off, Trey.
oh, yeah, no problem. Oh, wait, I didn't see the chat. Did he chat somewhere?
Yeah, RPG doesn't like me either. Nobody likes
Aw,
me.
that's not true. That's not
Every
true.
day when I wake up in the morning, I should have like 100 messages like, Will, you're the best. I love you. Like, you're awesome. Like, I wish I could be with you right now. Like, every morning. If I don't get that, I think everybody hates me.
Nobody hates you.
I'm just playing.
Hey,
I'm
if
just
I
playing.
if I didn't, I was gonna say if I hated you, I would not be here.
No, I know. I like fucking around. I went to today's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, mom. And we went to eat. CRPG hates me. We went to eat dinner, and I called my sister like, "Hey, reservations, like what time?" She's like, "Oh," she tells me. So I show up. I show up maybe like 12 minutes early, right? Like not too early, but like early enough. And I'm like
Hmm.
looking around, this place is packed, and I call my sister. I'm like, "Hey, bro, like where you at?" She's like, "I'm still on the freeway." I'm like, "The fucking freeway, dude?
Oh my
Like, it's
God.
gonna be 10 minutes." She's like, "Shut up! It doesn't start till for another 10 minutes." I'm like, "Okay, you're irrelevant. Bye." Click. Because I was
No,
trying to
that's
find
like,
out, where they're at so I can link up with them.
yeah, that's like the typical black person thing, though. I'm down the street and they ain't
Yeah.
even leave the house yet.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, yeah. We do it too over here on the Puerto Rican side. But then I call my mom, and I'm like, "Mom, where are you at?" She's like, "Oh, I'm on the freeway." I'm like, "It's your own birthday, dude. Like, how the fuck y'all showing up?" Anyways, that's besides the point.
Wow.
So I get out the car. I'm like, me and my son, I'm like, "Bro, let's just get out the car." He's like, "Yeah, it's getting hot in here." I'm like, "All right, cool. Let's just stand by the benches and the shade and shit. We'll fuck around with our phones and wait for them." So I walk up
Hmm.
and I sit down. Then I see this girl looking at me, and I'm just like, "Why the fuck this girl's looking at me? Like, I'm not doing anything." And then I take a closer look, and it's a friend of the family. And I'm like, "Hey," I'm like, "Gina, what are you doing here?" And she's like, "What do you mean? It's your mom's birthday." I'm like, "Fuck you, me. I know it's my mom's birthday. Like, what are you doing here?" She's like, "Oh, your mom invited me." And I'm like, "Why the fuck would my mom invite you?" But the
That's Will.
whole
You should see the way he talks to his sister. Like I thought I was a prick.
well, I go up to, hey, what up, Dizzy? So I went up to her and we're talking. I'm like, why the fuck my mom invite you? You know, and I have no filter. And she's like, Will, are you always this much of an asshole to everybody? I'm like, only the people that I like. And she's like, oh, so the people you don't like, you're fucking being nice to them? And I'm like, yeah, that means I'm being fake as fuck. So I'm
Wow.
never gonna be fake as fuck to the people that I do like, whether they see the crazy, the bad language, whatever the fuck it is, because like I always say this, it's kind of gruesome. Earmuffs out there if you're sensitive with fucking words, but I always tell people like if I get an email one day and they say if you don't give us $1,000, we're gonna release your video of you sucking dick in the alley. Like that would never work on me because I would be like, okay, I'm not paying you. Next phone call would be, Mom, I got caught sucking dick in the alley. The whole point of that
Wow.
story is that I don't have secrets. Doesn't mean I don't have shit that's private, right? Like there's stuff that's private, but it's nothing that
Yeah.
I'm not scared to tell anything or anybody about. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. I have this thing about humans where I know your fuck ass is also lying, you're cheating, you're doing all this bad shit, but then you want to judge others for doing the same shit as you, right? Like
Facts.
you're a
Facts.
piece of shit because you do the exact same shit.
Like
Even
telling on
some
somebody doing dirt when you doing dirt yourself.
exactly. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna fucking be just lying about every little thing. I'm gonna be honest. And guess what? If they don't like it, then they can fuck off. But I'm not gonna
That's the
censor
best way to
myself
be.
or be fake or and, I'm not just gonna go up and be like fuck you bitch, I'm like no, that's rude,
Right.
right? There's
Right.
a difference between being rude and being cordial. I'm always cordial, I'm professional when I need to be, so it's not like Will just has no filter, but
He got
we're
no
amongst
chill.
friends. We're amongst friends here. Hey,
Hi,
what up,
Rosie.
Dizzy? I'm sorry, I don't know if I caught you already, but welcome
Yeah.
back, Dizzy. We have RPG. We got a crowd so far. I noticed yesterday that a bunch of my digital 360 games disappeared from my library after manually searched them and clicked to buy them. Oh wow, Glitchbox at its finest. I've never experienced that on PlayStation. Have either of you experienced that where you just pop in and your games are missing?
No, I did have one
Xbox, I had
issue,
it happen
but
before.
no. The only issue I had was I had a removable drive for my PlayStation 4 games, and I forgot that I had gotten the Pro, and I gave my wife my regular PlayStation 5, and I was like, oh, well, to get my PlayStation 4 games, I'm going to have to move it over. However, you can't because then she couldn't play half of her games. So I was like, I wonder if I had to re-download them. So I don't know. It's like a
Yeah, you
lock
do.
on them if you switch to systems, even though you can have the same, account. If you switch to systems, it puts a lock on them. And
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't had anything, but
Yeah, I had to
Delta
re-download everything, but
Nelson has
all
okay.
the yeah.
Yo, what's up, Jason? Oh, it's my mom's birthday, Jason. Thank you. I will relay the message. I
Hmm.
literally was uh when I'm waiting.
God damn it!
Thank you, Jason. I will for real let her know because it's funny you bring that up, and I'm on YouTube. I was sitting next to my mom. We're waiting for our food, and I'm trying to hurry up and get the topics for today. I'm responding to people on the channel. I'm sending messages, just trying to wrap that up. In case people don't understand, we just hit 1,900 subscribers today,
Yep,
y'all, which
yep.
is amazing. We just hit 1,800 a day and a half ago, 2 days ago. So we went up 100 subscribers in almost 2 days. And
That's great.
no, it's been going crazy. So I pull out my phone and she's like, "What the hell are you doing on your phone?" I'm like, "This is what I'm doing on my phone." And I show her and she's like, "Oh my God, like I didn't realize that you had that many subscribers. I didn't realize." And I'm like, "Yeah, mom." And she's like, "Okay, we'll put the phone away." And I'm like, "Mom, I'm handling business literally." And I go ahead and I show her a page that shows, numbers. And she's like, "Oh, never mind. Finish up." So I took the next 5, 10 minutes. I sent out the articles. I fucking did what I had to do. And then I put the phone down. But she was surprised about YouTube and how high the count has gotten, and it is high. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if 100,000 subscriber YouTuber is like, "Oh, that ain't shit." No, that's a lot to me. I mean, fuck,
Yeah.
think about
Yeah.
1,900 people. How many times are you in a room with 1,900 people at once? You know,
Never.
exactly. Rarely in your life, right? You go to a concert, you go,
Hmm.
a festival or something like that. But that's just insane. So thank you guys. We're going to talk about that today because I feel like celebrating, and we're only 190 away from 2G. So that's going to be exciting. But as you guys
Yeah.
know, when we start the podcast on Sundays, we like to shoot the shit a little bit, give you guys about 15, 20 minutes to roll in, and then we'll get started. But today we got some interesting topics. We're definitely going to hit up the state of play. That's probably going to be the bulk of our topics for the evening. We are going to be talking
Hmm.
about Nintendo and the new president and see what we know about her, our hopes and dreams with Nintendo. We're also going to be talking about some fun stuff too. Like I have Toys R Us in the list in here. Um,
Toys R Us.
yeah, Toys R Us. We'll talk about that. Hopefully, we can get some nostalgia stories about that. And then, of
Hmm.
course, the games, because that's what we all love. That's why we're here any fucking ways. And we're definitely going to be talking about the games. So let's give the people a few more minutes to hop on in here with us. And then we will get this party started.
Hmm. Oh, Nelson, you should have seen it today. I don't think you. Now you weren't online. It was ridiculous. I
No,
was
I had the
playing.
kids had practice.
Yeah, I was playing Helldivers with the guys earlier, and I was trying to kick some butt, and Rosie decided, I want to eat right now. So she starts biting my ankles, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, get the hell off my legs, you know? And the guys are on there laughing because they're like, wow, are you serious? Like, she's really going at you like that? I'm like, I'm not even joking. She's biting my ankles. So I was like, fuck it. If I die, just let me die. Don't call me back. I have to feed this punk because she's like so starving. She's got to eat me. Yeah. It was so ridiculous.
I know, you know what my cat likes to do? Fucking, she gets into my hands and shit like that when I'm like diving. I'm like getting fucking swarmed and shit like that. And the cat's trying to like fucking get in my face and shit like that. And the controller, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I ain't got time for your shit.
You're like, dude, I don't understand them. It's like, why you gotta be like this when we try to play a game? Shit, you wasn't here before,
Yeah, I know. Where are you at when I'm lonely, bitch?
you
You guys,
know?
you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, welcome to the State of Gaming podcast on this beautiful Sunday evening, y'all. Today we have numerous topics, which I just mentioned to you guys a little bit ago. And quick refresh for those of you guys that just came in. We're going to be talking about the state of play. We're going to be talking about Nintendo and the new president and Doug Bowser. We're going to be talking a little bit about Toys R Us. And yes, it's video game related. We're also going to be talking about our hopes and dreams and expectations and our opinions and everything that we want to get out about Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbox, because Xbox also is in the news with their new handheld, which we will discuss in a little bit. And of course, we will be talking about games, games, games.
Come on.
The difference between this podcast and the podcast that a lot of other YouTubers do is that over here, we play games. We don't play a
You're
little bit
damn
of
right.
games. We play games almost every single day. We are playing a game. So thank you guys for being here. Hero, shout out to you,
Mm.
bro. I know that you're always working because you're in the other side of the world, which I ain't gonna lie, makes me feel safe. Because if something fucked up is gonna happen in the world, Hero knows about it first because he's in the future. But today we have some special guests in the house. So let me go around and get some introductions. As always, we have my co-host of the State of Gaming podcast, Mr. Nelson, Gaming Culture. Mr. Nelson, how are you today, sir? Or maybe not. Or maybe not. We'll skip. We will skip Nelson. And our special guest of
Wait,
the
wait.
evening is Atreyu. Atreyu, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing mighty fine, mighty fine.
How
I'm glad to be here.
No, and like I told Atreyu earlier, I'm like, Atreyu, I let people know you can just come in the podcast whenever you want. You don't have to say anything. You just let me know. And Atreyu does just that, which is amazing because I don't have to go around asking people. So thank you for that. But Atreyu, we have been busy with games. What games have
Hmm.
you been playing recently?
Oh my goodness. So I recently downloaded all the stuff that they just advertised for being in the store earlier for free. I'm actually gonna like take a look at it just to show you exactly what I mean because I got lots of stuff to play, man. So of course they got the Fate Samurai Remnant for the Fate series. It's actually really enjoyable. I started playing that. I told my buddy Silver that I was going to play all of the Trails games, which if you don't know what Trails is, it's called the Legendary Heroes, and then they have like, wow, I mean, a whole crap load lineage of games. So even up to the recent one that came out this year. So yeah, um, I've been playing Ready or Not. I just downloaded Midnight Murder Club because my Helldiver gang wants to play that together. I'm
I
still
have
waiting on
that.
my. Yeah, yeah, you ready for
Yeah.
it?
Okay.
I'm waiting for
It's
the
only
Final
$10.
Fantasy. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's awesome. But I'm waiting for the update for Monster Hunter. I just started playing Shadows of Mordor, which I don't know where I was that I did not know this game existed, but
Me
this
too.
game rocks. Oh
Me
my
too.
God. Love that
Me too.
game.
Actually,
Still
Shadow of
on.
Mordor was the first game I put on my PlayStation 5 when I got it. And it looked
Wow.
amazing.
It is an amazing game. I'm loving the heck out of that game. But I'm still playing my 76, still playing my Helldivers like a boss. Um let's see. I think there was a couple more things that they came out with that I downloaded. Oh, of course, the Tomb Raider uh definitive edition. I downloaded. Didn't touch it yet though. But I got the Invincible, Conscript, Green Hell. Those were all free. So I was like, download them. I'll be playing them soon. I started playing the Hurtling Banishers. I could go on. I've been playing a lot of games, bro. A lot of games. So just so you know, your girl's getting up on her game with that.
Hey,
Gaming
that's
on my
fire.
games.
That's fire. There's so many like there's and you know what, Atreyu, and you're not even like you're naming the games that you yourself are playing. Like you're not even naming the new shit that's just been releasing
Nah.
lately. I mean, I think you name a couple in there, but it's just an incredible
Yeah.
time for gaming. Mr. Nelson, now that you're back, we were doing our intros. How are you doing today, sir? Okay, looks like he's off again. Uh, it's been busy for me as well for gaming. I mean, shout out to the boy Henry Heck. Me and Henry, we were talking as we always do, and Henry's like, "Bro, I need to focus on the game because right now I am jumping all over the place." And I'm like, "Bro, I feel you. I feel you. I'm the same way." So I decided to fucking hone down on one specific game and just play that till I beat it. Because I like beating games, right? I just don't jump from game to game. Um, and just leaving them open unless I don't like it like that, then I play something else that I like more. But it's been crazy. I mean, the list of games that I've tried but haven't beaten in the last just 2 weeks, we're talking about Chronos: The New Dawn, Lost Soul Aside, Silent Hill, uh, Dying Like the Beast, right? Also, I started playing Lego 2K Drive, which I did a Will It Play with No Internet should come up next week. I have to finish Borderland. I've been playing a little bit of
Nice.
Shinobi. I also been focusing on Dying Like the Beast. So those are the games that I've been playing. But now that Nelson's back, let's get him in here. And Nelson, how are you? And what games have you been playing? What the fuck? Is he for real?
Wait. He was just here.
I know. That's 3 times he did that. Nelson,
He was literally just here.
literally. So anyway, so I'm gonna be focusing on finishing some of these games. Like today, after I got done with dinner for my mom's birthday, I literally had to stop myself from going to GameStop to buy Sonic Crossworlds. Like I literally was fighting myself, and I'm like, Will, you are an adult. You can say no to your fucking self and stop being a pussy about this. I literally
Come
was
on,
fighting.
man.
There you are, Nelson. Can you hear us?
Finally, there he goes. Oh my God, he's muted again.
So,
There he goes.
Sony pieces of shit.
are you here now?
for a few minutes.
Okay.
Wow. Why
Uh,
don't you just get a different headset, bro?
I just paid $150 for these pieces of shit.
Yeah, well, put a different headset on at least for while you're talking.
I don't. Those are Sony too. Those got thrown in the fucking garbage too.
Ah, dude.
Nelson, well, while you can sort of hear ya, let the people know, besides the headset problem, how you been and what games you've been playing.
I'm not fucking terrible with these fucking headphones. Lost Soul Aside and Helldivers Gran Turismo. And I got some new bookcases for my physical media this weekend.
Yes. No, and we're gonna actually that's another topic we're gonna talk about. The whole new PlayStation kind of rewards program that I don't know if they're testing it out or what, but we're gonna get into that. But
They ain't gonna give you nothing. They ain't gonna give you nothing.
No, I'm really kind of disappointed in them right now when it
Oh,
came
me
to
too.
reward systems,
Me
but
too. Me too. I mean,
All
Nelson,
they do is take it away.
did you just hear what Nelson just said? He said I got new shelves for my physical media. Nelson
oh,
doesn't
I heard,
have
I knew when
any
he was
physical
getting
media.
them.
Nelson doesn't have any. The only games that I know for a fact that Nelson has is Dead Island 2 because I bought that for him last year so we can play together. And then he just
hmm
picked up a physical copy of Shinobi. That is it. Nelson
And
doesn't have.
I got Gears. I
Oh,
ordered
Gears.
Gears, Lost Soul Aside, and Metal Gear Solid all physical.
Yeah.
After they took my rewards program away, I was pissed.
Because
So-
they took his rewards program away. And, I applaud Nelson for that because he is not liking it and he decided to change his ways. And Nelson's an digital gamer, so that's super impressive to me. But there's so many games going on right now, and not just the games that we are playing. Let's also go over some of the games that are available out there. And we're going to start from September 1st because this list, guy, I can't recollect of a time that the list was this big, but not just this big, but with actual bangers in it as well. So September 3rd, we got Hirogami, which I've been wanting to play, I've been wanting to buy, but with all the games that I have, and what makes it easy to not buy it is because it is a digital game. So I'll wait for that for later. But then we also have, and I'm gonna go kind of the bigger ones. Jotun Slayer, Hordes of Hell. Hell is Us came out September 4th, which I did own. Well, I do own. I did do a Will It Play with no internet, so go check that video if you haven't. We also got Hollow Knight Silk Song, which I did end up buying last week. I used my $5 GameStop monthly reward. Plus, I have a $1 discount because I'm a pro member, so I paid $14 for that game. I got it for the Switch too. We also got Indiana Jones: The Great Circle DLC, the Order of the Giants expansion, and there's my connecting. Oh, now it's back. I'm telling you, that's PlayStation's beautiful freaking link system. We then got Jet Runner, which came out September 4th, Kijora, September 4th, Moros Protocol, Slap Fighter, Star Wars Outlaws for the Switch 2. Chronos The New Dawn, September 5th, and then September 19th again for the physical version of that game, which is right when I picked it up. We have Demon X Machina, Everybody's Golf Hot Shots, NBA 2K26, Operation Octo, Shut in Order, Baby Steps, or that's later in the month because they delayed it. Garfield Kart 2, All You Can Drift, Borderlands 4, Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC, which was a freaking surprise drop. Emerald Rush is what it's called. NHL 26. Lego Voyagers came out the 15th of September. Class of Heroes 3 Remastered. Frostpunk 2, September 18th. I'm going to be getting the physical of that one. My Child of Ages, Dying Like the Beast, September 19th. I got that for free because I bought the Ultimate Edition of Dying Light 2. Trails in the Sky. Now, shout out to
that's part of
Thrifty.
Legend of Heroes.
It is Legend of Heroes, but shout out to Thrifty because Thrifty had a question. It's like, okay, Trails in the Sky first chapter came out, but why ain't nobody talking about it? And shout out to Innate because Innate says, bro, there's just too many damn games right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for Thrifty, Trails in the Sky is the game he was looking forward to the most, so therefore he's playing it. But even if Trails in the Sky looks interesting to you, there's a horde of other games that are probably more appealing.
End of August to middle of to late fucking October is just fucking disgusting.
Dude, and I'm not even done. This is halfway done. Agatha Christie, House of Tesla, Slime Rancher 2, Hades 2 for the
Ooh.
Switch, Silent Hill F, Sonic Racing Crossworld, which I had to discipline myself to not go out and buy. But I did promise myself I will buy it on payday, and payday's in a few days, so I'll be picking that up and doing a will of play with that one. Atelier, WrestleArena, The White Guardian, EA Sports FC 26, Football Club 26, Pac-Man 2, Alien Rogue Incursion comes out at the end of the month, which I've been waiting for because that's going to be the flat screen version of the game, not the VR version of the game. Final Fantasy Tactics, Lego Party, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, Nicktoons and Dice of Destiny. And that's all just September. And guess what? September ends in a few days. And as soon as September ends, we have Ghost of Yote dropping October 2nd, Castle of Heart, Digimon Story, King of Meat, Buy Sweet Carol, Battlefield 6. I mean, the list goes on. Little Nightmares 3, October 10th. Eves versus Trails in the Sky Alternative Saga.
It's
Just
almost time
Dance.
for the remakes of Dragon Quest 1 and 2.
Yes, Dragon Quest 1 and 2. Yes, and that looks dope. And those graphics
I
look
already have them
amazing.
both waiting to download.
Sheesh. Bollocks Pit, Pokemon Legends, Z to A, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Painkiller, which is another one I got pre-ordered physically through Amazon. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, Modules, Away from Home, World in the Abyss, Bounty Star, Full Metal Schoolgirl, which I know me and Henry are interested in that one. I believe that's the one.
And me.
You are too? Psh, three of us. Moonlighter 2, Persona 3 Reloaded for the Switch 2, Plant vs. Zombies, Hot Wheels Let's Race Ultimate Speed, Arc Raiders, Dragon Quest 1 and 2, which we just said in a little bit, Tales of Xillia Remastered, Terminator 2D, which the physical got pushed to November, FYI, in case you didn't know. Outer Worlds comes out this month. There is just a ridiculous amount of games. So, Atreyu, let's start with you. Do you think that the video game industry right now has first question, is there such a thing as too many games, and is the video game industry going through that right now? What do you think about all these games?
No, there's no such thing as oversaturation of games, because games are entertainment and you need a wide variety of games to keep everybody interested.
I agree.
As long as there's a whole bunch of games out there, there's going to be a game that somebody likes, period. They're never going to be bored.
With the exception of Slap.
I agree 1,000%. Nelson, what about you?
There's a game out there for everyone, yeah.
Well, I think only so many games can survive, though. That's the problem. If it's people making it for a hobby, you know what I mean? There's only so many kids that can fit in the pool. So, but I mean, that's why things close. You know what I mean?
Nelson is worried about things that he shouldn't be worrying about.
If you go back to my childhood and you picked out my top 100 favorite studios, you know how many of them are still alive? Like 4.
But that's besides the point. The whole point is you have all these games, right? Doesn't mean you personally have to play all these games. It doesn't even mean that all these games have to succeed or have longevity. What it means is that everybody has something that they can play. Period. If someone doesn't like, fast action things, they can go play Plants vs. Zombie and be happy. You know what I mean? They can go play, whatever Final Fantasy that's coming out and be happy. They can go play, Ghost of Yote and be happy. It's a game for every single person, and that's the point,
Yep. And it's choice. Actually, your wife is absolutely right. Choice, which is important because sometimes in our lives, when we're adults, right, sometimes it feels like there's little things that we do have a choice on, right? In my city, there's only one major energy company. So it's not like I can just say, hey, you guys are too expensive, I'm going to go somewhere else. Nope. If I do that, I got to convert my whole house from gas to freaking charcoal or something. You know what I mean? It's not just as easy as shopping a competitor. And that's what I mean by sometimes us in our adult lives, we don't have as many options as we would like. Secondly, I disagree with Nelson. It's like, okay, only 4 of your top 100 studios are here. That is terrible. I'm not happy about that. But it just means that they didn't survive in this competitive market. You know what I mean? That's all that means, is that they failed. And it's unfortunate, right? And we don't want people to fail, but that's just how things are. We all fail in our lives at some point. We all fall short of our goal. We all, it's just how things are. And when people say there's too many games to play, it's like, that's kind of a selfish thing. And look, we're all selfish gamers, right? We all care about what we like and the games that we're playing. So I'm not saying that you're selfish in a negative way, right? I'm just saying that, hey, that is selfish. And I'm selfish too. So I'm not accusing Nelson of being selfish. But the important thing here is that, for somebody like me, somebody like Atreyu, where we're playing to 2,500, 3,000 hours a year, we knock out a 30, 40, 50-hour game in a week, maybe less than that. So, yeah, we're like cookie monsters with the games. We're constantly going through them. But even if that's not the case, there is, well, they estimate, I don't even know the number, but the video game industry brings in $150 billion a year. A year. There is plenty of food, or there is plenty of money and plenty of people buying games out there for a lot of people to survive. So to say that, no, I don't want all these games, one, because you're not ready to buy them, or because you're still playing that one game you really like, you're not ready to move yet, that's on you. And you know what? It's even better that they are out now, because in 3 months when you are ready, maybe there's a sale on them. You know what I mean? Trey, what do you think about that?
Buy how much do you want? I ain't got time to play them. So.
And maybe they'll fix whatever bugs are there, so you'll never have to like deal with it firsthand.
Yeah,
that's less games day one, because I ain't got time for that shit.
Well, yeah, but there's people who do have time for it.
Yeah, but you're talking about somebody like myself who's got nothing but time on my hands. So I mean,
that's
gaming,
true.
gaming. That's it.
Yeah, I would feel very different if I was, had a decent stipend a month and was home all day. For sure.
Yeah. That's all I do.
Like an extra like 70 hours a week to free time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jason says, hey, what is the game they have been talking about for like 10 years and still hasn't come out? You're a monster bounty hunter, and it's a really cool style. Do you know what game he's talking about?
Monster Hunter?
I mean, that's the only one I'm thinking about.
Monster Rancher?
There's lots of games that are in development for 10 years. You know what I mean? We just got one. We just got one recently, Lost Souls High. That thing was in development for like 8 or 9 or 10 years or something like that. It just came out, and it came out kind of broken a little bit or buggy. So there's lots of games.
They rebooted that shit. It was basically a concept when they showed it. They pulled an Xbox on that.
Yeah, the other game that I know Henry doesn't want to hear this, but is Little Devil Inside.
Little Devil Inside? That's not a game.
Yeah, and I tried.
That wasn't even a real game.
I woke Henry up. I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago. I woke him up. And once again, guys, I haven't read up on this in a while, so my memory, I could be saying wrong information. But the gist of it is, this game, Little Devil Inside, what's actually crowdfunded and started, and they were announcing it all the way back in the Wii U era. And they got the money, and something happened where it didn't come out, and they did another crowdfunding, but because they fucked the people from the first one, they basically, nobody gave them any money, and they rebooted that game like 3 or 4 times. So when we all saw it during the State of Play back in 2020, I believe it was, or 2021, a lot of people were shocked, and I didn't know anything of this until later, when I'm like, wait a minute, where the hell is Little Devil Inside? And I looked up my research, and I found out, wait a minute, this is a Wii U game that ain't come out? So it missed the Wii U, it missed the fucking Switch 1, it missed the PS4 era, it's missing the Switch 2 and PS5 gen.
Wow.
And it's been redone so many times that the art style's completely different. The type of game it's supposed to be is completely different. So I wouldn't hold my breath on that thing ever coming out. But yeah, there's so many games, and and like Atreyu, I'm also happy about this because I start my new job. Friday is my last day of my current job. My new job, I'll be working from home. So my time is going to free up a little bit here. So hopefully I can take that time and put it into the game. So I'm excited with the quantity of games. I still have a ton of games that I haven't played that are in my collection, which I'm going to get to, but it's a good time to be a gamer.
What are you waiting on?
What am I waiting on? What'd you say, Nelson? Okay, looks like Nelson's coming in now. There you are. Nelson, what'd you say? What am I waiting on?
No, I don't know.
So,
no, I was talking to the people on this ship.
Oh.
Like, what are we doing here?
So the Atreyu, I put out a video on my YouTube last week, and I titled it, there's nothing to play. And the whole video was basically about these people who are on social media saying there ain't shit to play. And in the video, I'm saying the reason you ain't got shit to play is because you play the same fucking games every single time.
Exactly.
Right? So what do you have to say about that?
I was just saying that to somebody the other day. I was like, the only people who really complain about that, like
People don't like nothing in the first place.
What?
People don't like nothing to begin with. They put
Right.
in that one game that year.
Yeah, but this is no offense to PCers. I know you probably got some chilling somewhere.
Right? They
but
fucking.
This is my biggest thing. I would think I was talking to Tornado about this. He was talking about how you gotta, in order to have fun with the game, PCers, they like to mod the game. I said, that's not what it is. They like the game that they're playing. The thing is that they play the same game over and over and over again, that it's like they know it like the back of their hand, and they don't have any new content because it's the same damn game. So what do? You get mods for it. You get mods to do different styles of the game or different like difficulties or whatever they want to do to freshen it up so that they can keep streaming the same stupid ass game, okay? Whereas for us, we're always doing something different. We're always playing the new games. We always got something to go. So they're like, oh, there's nothing to play. No, because you're still playing fucking, I don't know, Resident Evil fucking 400 or 500 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can step away from that and try something else.
Yep.
You know? And for me, I actually took my own advice. I started playing first-person shooters. I started playing first-person view period in different games. I started playing platformers again, side scrollers again. Like, I'm giving it a try because I said, I was starting to get into that rut where I play the same thing over and over and over and over again and the same style of games over and over and over again. And I was like, you know what? There's plenty of games out there that's pretty fucking good. I'm going to give them a shot, and one that I really have became so engrossed in that I didn't even turn my PlayStation on for 3 fucking days was a game called Everweave. And if you like Dungeons and Dragons and you like reading, it combines both of them. And basically, no story is the same. No story is the same. No matter what you do, my story is going to be completely different from someone else's. And I think when I joined the Discord for that, that's when I found out that it was that intense. And it really is. But enough of that.
When you say Everweed, is that allowed?
Is that what?
Is that allowed?
Is it loud?
No. Is that avowed?
Avowed. Is he saying is it avowed? Everweed?
I don't think so.
No, Nelson, it's not avowed.
No.
Because I've heard people call avowed weed.
No. It's a
AVOWED.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's avowed.
No. Basically, the Everweave is an app game on your phone. So, this is why.
Everweave. I thought you said Appleweed.
No, Everweave. And that's the thing. I play games on everything before anyone like goes crazy. I'll play it on my computer. I'll play it on my phone. I'll play it on my Xbox. I'll play it on my PlayStation. My first Nintendo, I don't care. I'm going to play it. So that's what I consider a true gamer right there, because people talk about, phone games, they're not real games. Yes, they are. There's a lot of them are really good games on there.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to know which ones you want to play.
Yeah. And shout out to Henry, because Henry also has some, Henry got me to play Destiny, the mobile one. And dude, that game is really fucking good. Really good. Now, I'm not going to sit here and stick in 2-3 hours in the game, but when I'm at work and I'm chilling for 10-15 minutes or whatever, I'll just pop it out and play a little bit. Or when I'm on my lunch break or something like that. It's dope. But I also, in that same, or online, in another video, which is already recorded and uploaded to YouTube. So if you are Keep It Gaming Crew member, shout out to all you guys. And by the way, I'm going to give you guys all a shout out in a bit. We have a video that is coming out soon where I go through my whole gaming life. And the reason I made that video was because of the people who say there's nothing to play. And in that video, I talk about from my first console, the type of games that I played, why I played them. A lot of it was financial reasons, right? We didn't have a lot of money, etc. Even when I went to Blockbuster, I didn't dare to really try new shit because it's like, okay, I'm only going to get this rental for the weekend. Do I want to waste it on something I may not like?
Or should I good? It's just sit there until I got to bring that shit back on.
So I got to bring it back. So I explain all that. And towards the end of the video, I talk about how I stuck in 800 hours in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2018 in one specific mode, and that was a PvE mode where you go around and try to defuse bombs, and then you leave through a Blackhawk. And that was the only mission that I played for a whole freaking year. But that was my stepping stone. Because I went from just playing MLB The Show to the occasional just Call of Duty campaign to actually trying a whole new different freaking mode and a live or online mode at that, which I never did. But when I got done with that, now my appetite started opening up a little bit. And what I do, I played Battlefront 2, which was similar, right? But it wasn't as like Call of Duty. And same thing, I played the campaign, I loved it. Then I did another PvE mode, and then for that game, I stuck in like 700 and some hours. And after that, now I'm like, okay. So then at the end of the video, my tip that I gave these people were the transition between Call of Duty or the campaign, right? Call of Duty campaign to the PvE mode. In my mind, I said it's still Call of Duty. So you like the gameplay, right, Will? Yes. So try it out because you already like the gameplay. Let's see what happens. And I ended up loving the story. I ended up loving everything else. The transition between Call of Duty PvE mode to the Battlefield or Battlefront campaign was, Will, they're both shooters. You like Star Wars. What's the worst that can happen? And just doing little tie-ins like that from one game to the next. Now, and then the last kind of example that I gave was I played Titanfall 2, and I really loved that game. The story, the shooting, the sacrifice at the end. Spoiler alert. But then I used the example of
10 years.
Yes, I have, but I just played it. But the example I gave there was
I know
okay.
I'm talking about spoiler. You tough shit.
Yes, I heard like 10% of what you said.
Right.
So then I said, okay, Titanfall 2 has a mech. Riftbreaker has a mech. That's a tie-in. But guess what?
Yeah.
If you've never played Riftbreaker is a base building fucking, like, it is nothing like Titanfall. Titanfall is first person fucking, campaign, single player narrative driven game with a PvP aspect to it, where Riftbreaker, you're literally a base builder. Your camera is like a Diablo kind of camera that follows you around, like the opposite type of game. But I made that tie-in because they both have mechs. And that's what I did to get myself to expand. Video games are like a buffet of food. Yes, you're going to go into the buffet. You're going to get your chicken, your mashed potatoes, your mac and cheese. Guess what? It's going to slap. You're going to be eating that. You're going to be satiated. You're going to feel satisfied. Guess what? Instead of getting the chicken, still get the mashed potatoes, still get the mac and cheese, but instead of the chicken, maybe try the beef, or maybe try the pork, or maybe try the, so just try the one little thing that's different. Don't go from being an action adventure gamer all the way to like a freaking, turn-based freaking card game. Like, then that's going to turn you off. Just make small little changes. And in reality, I don't receive a benefit from you trying new shit out. But the thing I said in my video is, imagine some kid in some part of the world who's never had chocolate, and they tell you,
what games I found out I liked about 5 years ago? Fucking top down. I'll take top down over first person any day.
Top down. Yep. So
I
it's like,
love top down games.
Imagine that kid telling you they don't like chocolate. How sad would you feel for them? It doesn't affect you if they eat chocolate or not, but you know the joys of eating chocolate, how delicious it is, and you want to share that with people. That's the same exact thing with games. You don't give a fuck if this person plays turn-based or tactics or action games, but you feel like they miss out. Or like when you hear a banger-ass song, you want to share with people because you hope that they like it. The same thing with video games. And you know what? The more gamers there is, the better it is for all of us at the end of the day. So I guess we do get a benefit.
It can be a benefit, because then maybe I'd be getting an ascent too if more people would have bought that shit.
Exactly. No, Nelson's right about that. But let's continue with the games, because during the Tokyo Game Show,
an ascent too.
we got announced, or Xbox announced Forza Horizon 6. To nobody's surprise, let's be real, Forza is one of their staple IP. But Nelson, let's start with you, because during that show, and by the way, it's a Tokyo setting, game looks dope. But it's not coming to PlayStation day and date. What's going on there, Nelson? Why is Xbox putting their IP over on PlayStation, but now day and date for Forza is not happening? We are getting Outer Worlds date and date. What's going on here, Nelson?
I don't think they have the, what do you want to call it, the overhead for that, to be honest with you. Because they got Fable they're working on, which I don't think is ever going to come out, to be honest with you. But maybe. We'll see. And then you got them working on fucking Forza too. And I don't think they have the staff. Like, if they were like, hey, if you want this day and date on PlayStation, we're going to have to push this a year back. We don't have the, you know what I mean? We don't have the staff to do, because they probably started it not on PlayStation, because it probably started in 2022. They didn't start this move until 2023, when they're kind of like, yeah, this ain't going nowhere.
So you think that it's not coming because they just need more time?
Yeah, because I don't think they started it with PlayStation in mind. You know what I mean? They were still in the game.
Shit.
Or thought they were.
Well,
that's my opinion.
Okay, let's see. Atreyu, why do you think that is? Why do you think that Xbox is putting these games over? We're still getting games from them, like Outer Worlds.
Because in all reality, I think Xbox is done. No matter what they try to do, I think that they're just going to go the way of Sega.
Well, yeah, they're not even selling their own shit anymore.
Yeah, they're just going to be selling like whatever games they come up with over time.
So why not put it on PlayStation day and date?
Because they're still trying to make whatever little bit of profit they can, greedy ass CEOs and stuff, But then when the time is up, they're just going to pack it up and say, okay, well, we're just going to be making games for other people then. And that's it.
So I would think
Sega didn't end overnight either,
No, I know, but I would think that if they're trying to make money, they would make more money dropping a game day and date on PlayStation and waiting, whatever, 6 months, a year for it to come on PlayStation. I mean, yes, we do have Forza 5 or Forza Horizon coming to PlayStation, years later, right? And it was super successful. I get that. But also, that's the first time that we're getting...
Instead of selling 3, though, they probably could have sold 6 or 8 or fucking...
Yes, and remember, this is the time
I'm not even on sale. I'm not getting Forza 5 now with 6 coming out. Fuck
no, but what I'm saying...
You also have to remember, though, that, like, all the stuff that they're doing now, it gives them plenty of data to know what they're going to do later. So, I mean, when they go to just solely making video games for everybody else, they're going to know what kind of video games to be making because they're going to see what actually performs well, So that's why I think that it's, what they're doing now is going the way of Sega, just dwindling down until they can't hold on anymore, making what little money they can, and then they're just going to go the way of regular games.
Well, we know that's what they're doing, but what doesn't make sense to me, and you said something there that makes sense. I can see them doing that, which is the information gathering. Forza Horizon that came on PlayStation is an old game. But it's new to PlayStation in the sense that everything coming to PlayStation from Xbox is brand new.
The next one ain't going to be new to them.
So, yeah, exactly. The next one ain't going to be new to them. So then I can see them saying, okay, let's put it out later so we can see what works best, either day and date or later, except that they haven't dropped a game on PlayStation date and date brand new except for Gears Reloaded. And... I just don't see the logical sense of waiting for a AAA game like this, high budget game like this, and making PlayStation wait when we all know it's coming to PlayStation eventually. Like, you guys already started to bring the games over. Why are you hesitating now?
I think they'll be porting it before it even hits the ground, but I didn't have to, you know what I mean?
We can't hear you, Nelson. You're like crackling and...
God damn, I don't...
I know you said something about porting it before the game even hits the ground, but that was about it. Yeah.
It's here. Let me send him another invite just in case. Oh, there he is. I don't need to send him an invite.
Say, can he just way better. Can you just use your controller then instead of a headset?
Yeah, we can hear you now, Nelson.
Okay.
What were you saying, Nelson?
Fuck. I don't remember now. God damn it.
You were saying something about them porting it before the game even hits the ground.
They'll probably start it after they're polishing and get ready. They'll probably already start the port, but I just think with Fable and shit like that, I don't think they have the staff to... Initial plans when they started making this, they didn't have PlayStation in mind until they were a quarter way in, you know what I mean? So it's like if you want this game to go on PlayStation Day and date instead of releasing fall 2026, it's going to be till spring or June or whatever. And they're trying to get as much money as possible because let's be honest, their overseers right now want money like ASAP. You know what I mean?
What's up, Steve? Steve, Cinephile Steve. Yeah, I see what you guys are saying. I just don't like there's no reason for Xbox to have exclusives anymore. Like we know, like the only thing they really should be going for is increasing that subscriber number from Game Pass and selling their fucking new hardware. That's
Well,
I mean,
you also got to remember that they're
do the
doing this
handheld.
as well
That's
because
not their goddamn handheld.
Okay, they're making money from that.
But I mean,
How?
again, if you notice, look at what Sega did. They pretty much did the exact same thing. They're making money off of the little stuff that they got left, even though you know that handheld ain't gonna last either. Nothing's gonna last, but they're making whatever little
sell
tiny,
$1 million.
yeah, little tiny money that they can off of all that, and then they're finally gonna call it quits. But they're gonna make you believe, or at least try to make people believe that they are staying strong, and that's why people are gonna keep buying their stuff. But it's just a really ridiculous long game play of theirs to make as much money as they can before they dip.
I mean, there is a hardcore base, and I'm sorry, guys, my gameplay is trash. I'm concentrating on talking, not playing. But there is always going to be the Xbox super duper hardcore, where it doesn't matter what Xbox does.
Rogue Ally because it has an Xbox sticker on it.
Yeah, like there's a reason why the Xbox store sold out on the Rogue Ally and not Best Buy, not Amazon, not Walmart, not everybody else, right? Just Microsoft. Because people are going directly there because they fucking love Xbox so much that, they just, like me, I love PlayStation.
On a Porsche and they'd buy an Xbox Porsche.
So I buy a lot of or I used to, not no more. PlayStation pissed me off, but I used to go to PlayStation Direct all the time to get all my shit. Now I go wherever the fuck I can except PlayStation Direct. But they're always going to be there. That's why, when people say Xbox is going away completely as far as hardware goes, I don't believe that because they still have 20, 30 million freaking people that are in their ecosystem. And that's a lot of millions of people. Think about
that's
this.
Why they're trying to get them over to PC because running that a platform is much more expensive than running a storefront.
I mean, it is expensive, but once again,
it's like 100 times the price.
If you can get them,
it cost more to run Steam or PlayStation? Like it's not even close. PlayStation is like 50 times more expensive because you have a whole platform you have to run. You know what I mean? And advertise for,
but
it's very expensive. A storefront's cheap.
If you only get $1 from 30 million people a month, that is still $30 million fucking dollars. So we're not talking about chump change here. There's a lot of fucking. Hey, what up, Dave Messer? How you doing with the $2 super chat? Thank you. What is up, gamers? But they're still making a shit ton of money. Even yes, of course, cost is expensive and all that shit, but they're still making money. Now, what is gross, what is profit, that's a whole separate conversation. It's really irrelevant, honestly, for us. It doesn't fucking matter. But they still have a lot of people that are in that ecosystem, and Xbox still has a chance to not come back, right? I don't think they're going to come back and overtake PlayStation or Nintendo, but they do have an opportunity to stay in the game, whether it's a publisher or whatever the case may be, just not at the scope they're at now. But did you guys see that new Xbox handheld? Atreyu, what do you think about it?
I still think it's kind of ridiculous, but I mean, I at first was excited for it. Remember when, way back when we first started talking about it, I was like, yo, this might be a good alternative. I might be into that. And then I looked at the specs and I was like, well, this is ridiculous.
It's basically the same thing as last year, which you could just pick up a used one for like $500. You're paying a lot for that Xbox sticker. It's the same motherfucking thing.
And I gotta say, the specs actually matter to me, because if you're gonna charge me X amount of dollars and you're touting a next gen system and all this other stuff, and it doesn't hold up to other things that I have, it's ridiculous. And I'm probably not gonna spend the money anymore.
Nelson, what about you, man? What do you think about the handheld thingy?
I think it's for I only a few 100,000 of them sell outside of the Steam Deck. They're just ridiculous,
Yeah, I'm not a handheld fan. If I'm gonna game, I'm gonna be gaming in front of the TV. I'm not the type of gamer to say, "Oh, I'm gonna get on the bus to go to work. I'm gonna hop, I'm gonna pull out my handheld and play games on there." I don't do that. The only time I'll do that if it's I'm going on vacation or something, right, where I can't just bring, or I can, but I won't. I won't just bring my PlayStation with me or my whatever. I just bring whatever handhelds I have. Which, as a matter of fact, I should bring my fucking console because by the time I pack up on my handhelds, I have a Switch 2, a Steam Deck, a fucking PlayStation Portal. Takes up just as much fucking space. But that's when I'll play it. So I really don't care. But it is interesting though to see the new technology in gaming. Because if somebody can come up with a winning formula or something that takes things to the next level, I should say, that could impact gaming later on. And I mean, we've seen how, streaming, right? Streaming video games wasn't even a thought 5 years ago. People were so against
Mm-hmm.
it. And now look at everybody. Now
Yeah.
everybody's cool with the portal. People are cool with, just streaming, with their PC handheld. So the world is changing. Things that we said a few years ago would never happen or people wouldn't be using, they're now using it. So things can change.
Mm-hmm.
My hope for this Xbox handheld before I found out exactly what it was is I wanted something, which is what they were saying, something that's as close to the Xbox console as you possibly could, right? Where you just is plug and play, right? It's not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily that, which that automatically deflated me. I don't really care about all the other specs. I wanted that. And that's why the Steam Deck, even though I don't use it as much, it still is my preferred handheld because it's the closest to console gaming I can get. Now, the next
Mm-hmm.
handheld I really am looking forward to is the Steam Deck, but we're a couple years away from that. Atreyu, is there anything in handheld gaming that you're looking forward to in specific, or are you like me where you don't really care about handheld, well, whatever they do?
Well, to be honest, the only thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug my Switch back up because I wanted to play Pokemon. I haven't played it in a while, and I've been packed up my Switch like last year, I think it was. So I'm gonna unpack it, plug it back in. But other than that, I don't care about anything else unless I had a Steam Deck. Then that would be cool because there's a lot of games on Steam lately that I've been interested in, but it's only on Steam. So I was like, well, I mean, if I could somehow magically get me a Steam Deck sometime soon, that'd be cool. But no,
Steam Deck is
everything else
dope, bro.
is, yeah,
What about you,
I want to get
Nelson?
my hands on that.
Are
Yeah,
you
I'm
into
good.
handheld or you don't care about handheld?
I
No.
don't play that much handheld, so I'm just gonna play Nintendo on handheld.
So that is a handheld, Nelson. It's a handheld
Yeah, that's
console.
it.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Let's
why I just said I was gonna plug my Switch back in.
So we knocked out a couple topics. We knocked out some of the upcoming games. We knocked out some of the games we were playing. We knocked out the Forza Horizon at the Tokyo Game Show. We also knocked out the Xbox handheld. Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast, which will be the state of play, I want to bring up a fun little topic real quick, and that is Toys R Us. Yes, Toys R Us, the toy store that we all grew up with, is making a comeback, guys. So they're saying that by
What?
yeah, let me open this up real quick because I want to give some specifics in here. Toys R Us is continuing its comeback, meaning that it's not just happening; it's been happening with 10 new store locations and twice as many seasonal holiday shops, all of which are planned to open before the end of 2025. The move will see the company accelerate its return to brick and mortar, mortal, mortal,
Mortar?
mortar. Shit.
Mortar, yeah.
Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy in September 2017, 5 months following its
TNT.
69th anniversary. After liquidating proceedings began, brand management from WHP Global took control in 2021, 4 years later. WHP now partners with Go retail groups to run new U.S. flagship stores. Today, Toys R Us footprints includes major stores at Mall of America and American Dream, as well as shops inside every Macy's and physical presence at Dallas Fort Worth International Airport. Continuing this comeback tour, the group just announced plans to open 10 new Toys R Us flagship stores in addition to 20 seasonal shops. The latters are essential pop-ups which will be only in business for the duration of the upcoming holiday season. So for those of you guys that don't know, a seasonal shop is like the Halloween Express. They only pop up for a couple months during the holiday season,
The holiday
usually,
season. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
and then they'll shut down when Halloween is over. So they'll open up October 1st, and then they close down at the end of October, and then they won't reopen up. But what people don't understand is just during that 1 month, which by the way they do it is they usually pop up tents. They put up tents in open areas, or if they can get a vacant retail that's working completely. I mean, my buddy works for this company, and basically what they do is a company will call them up and to say, hey, I need you to set up a display at this store. So, like, let's say Home Depot's bringing in a fresh batch of DeWalt products. My buddy's company goes to the Home Depot and they do the whole gondolas and display units, and they build everything up for so the employees just hang up the products. But he said with Halloween Express, if there's a like a Dollar General or something that is empty, that they just closed down recently, my buddy will go in there with his crew. They'll tear all the signage off. They'll put all Halloween Express, and it's all cheap shit, just banners and posters. That's it, to make it look like a freaking Halloween store, like an actual store. And then once they're done, they'll close it down. So that's what that means by a seasonal shop. But it says here both the ephemeral shops and permanent stores are on track to open in the coming weeks. Several locations have so far been confirmed for the flagships, including 3 California sites in Emerville, Camarillo, and Long Beach. WHP Global has also greenlit stores in Thornton, Colorado, and Hanover, Maryland, as well as Omaha, Nebraska, and West Des Moines, Iowa. In total, the American company confirmed 7 fresh locations, with several more still to be announced. The new Toys R Us stateside store will mostly be located in malls and outlet centers. The expansion follows the opening of a 13,000 square foot flagship store on September 20th in Aurora, Illinois. That location marks the brand's second Chicago area site after Northridge. So they're coming back, guys. Toys R Us is coming back right now. The states they're in is California, Amarillo, California, Camarillo, California, Long Beach, California, Thornton, Colorado, Hanover, Maryland, Omaha, Nebraska, West Des Moines, Iowa, and Aurora, Illinois. I'm sorry, those are the new stores that they're opening up. But the reason I want to take a quick couple minutes to talk about Toys R Us is because when I was a kid, that's where I bought all my video games from, was Toys R Us. And I wanted to bring that up because it means a lot to me when Toys R Us shut down, which, by the way, I shopped at Toys R Us up until the very last day. Like, I went in there and I bought some Pokemon cards for my kid. But Nelson, Toys R Us, what are some of the best games that you picked up at Toys R Us when you were a kid, if you can remember?
I've only been into a Toys R Us once. We didn't. I live in a rural area, so
you didn't have a Toys R Us around.
Nope.
All right, Atreyu.
When my mom said she could drop me off somewhere, it was Funko Land, baby.
Atreyu, what about you? You guys have Toys R Us by you?
Yeah, we do actually. It closed down. So I'm surprised you said it was coming back, because I thought they already filed for bankruptcy and all that stuff. But whatever, like they just do that constantly, I guess. But there's only 2 things I got from Toys R Us. There's action figures, because I love my Ninja Turtles and my biker mice and all types of stuff. And
Biker Mice from Mars. I forgot about that show.
Yo, remind me to take all my pictures of my biker mice stuff for you. I got the bikes and the mice, so I'll get a picture for you. But yeah, so I usually buy action figures for them, and I hope they still bring back some more Ninja Turtle stuff, because they had some really great Ninja Turtle action figures. But the last time I bought a video game from them was back when I had my first Nintendo, and I think it was actually the Biker Mice motorbike game. It was like, yeah, from that's the last one I bought from them, Biker Mice.
Yeah, I Toys R Us, I got Grand Theft Auto from there, Vice City, and I also received my PlayStation from Toys R Us, and my Game Boy Color and my Game Boy Advance, and every Pokemon game, Game Boy Blue, Green, Yellow, all from Toys R Us. So when I hear that they're coming back, I'm super excited. I'll definitely be shopping for my games there. I'll be bringing my kid there. Another thing, too, that I really loved about Toys R Us is they were similar to at least the one in my area, it was similar to GameStop, where you can pre-order games and you didn't need to pay for the whole amount up front. So I think the minimum was like $20 or something like that. So you can put $20, or you can pre-order 5 games, put $20 in each, and $100 will get you 5 games. When the games come out, you pay them off. Also, Toys R
Yeah.
Us has layaway, right? So for the holiday seasons, for families who are struggling a little bit, but they may not have all the money to pay for their shit right away, they can go in weekly and put a little bit of money into their purchases, and then by the time Christmas comes around, they can finally pay it off in full, which I think is extremely important, especially with the economy and how things are right now and how expensive things are.
Oh,
So
And
yeah.
if you got a big family, like shit.
no, it's just me and my sister, my mom, my dad.
No, I'm talking about if you have a big family, you got 3-4 kids, or
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
you gotta buy 2 Switches or whatever. It's a great place to do
yeah,
that.
I know that.
Yeah, I heard about that guy that lived in the Toys R Us, Jason.
Oh
I
yeah,
heard
that's it.
about that.
So many stories. Yep, yep. But let's move on to our meat and potatoes. Right, we're losing people. They didn't like my Toys R Us story. Oh well. But State of Play happened with
What?
PlayStation on Thursday or Wednesday.
Oh,
So
yeah.
as typical PlayStation, style, they told us Tuesday, the day before, that hey, we're gonna be doing a State of Play tomorrow. We're gonna be focusing on first party and our third party partners. Before we continue, I want to hear one thing from you guys. I don't want to hear, I give it this, but I want this, this, and that. No, just give me a number. 1 to 10, 10 being the best State of Play you ever seen, 1 being the shittiest you ever seen. Give me a number, Nelson.
10's the best state of play. So far, that's the best state of play.
Yeah, so what number would you give it?
10. If that's the metric is 10, because it's the best state of play. But otherwise, I give it a 9.
It's better than the State of Play where they announced fucking Horizon, God of War, Spider-Man. What?
That was a showcase. They don't
Okay,
do those no
Atreyu,
more.
what number would you give it?
I give it a 9.
You give it a 9.
Yep.
I
Oh,
give it a 6.5 out of 10.
wow, really?
Yep. Yep. Let's start with Atreyu. Atreyu, what were some of your high? Well, you know what? Let's take it to the very beginning because this is going to be our meat and potatoes, and I really want to dissect this. And I want you guys to see where I'm coming from, where I'm giving it that score. Now, before I pass it to Atreyu, I want to say that you guys, it doesn't matter what I say and why I give it that score. You guys don't care because you guys are fucking ponies. So it doesn't matter if PlayStation slaps your fucking mama, you're still gonna say that was the best slap PlayStation ever did. But Atreyu, what what was the pace of the show like? Did you like the pacing? Did you like the little interludes with people talking and bringing up the games? Like what was your whole vibe with the State of Play?
So I like the pacing. The people talking, I think they would have been fine if they didn't look like they were suffering. But because they were trying to really put these faces up, but like it looked like they were forced smiling and they were tired and just didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that was kind of ridiculous. Like you might as well just had them talking and not even show their face, you know? But I think, to be honest with you, it wowed me like over and over and over again. And it made me already conflicted on how many games I was going to buy because I'm not going to buy them all. But wow, I have choices. I have lots of choices. So
what about the pacing? You think it went at a good pace? Because the State of
I
Play
really
ran
think,
for about 35, 40 minutes.
yeah, I think it really
There's a
did.
lot
I
of
think it
games
was,
showed thrown in 35 minutes. I'll tell you that.
yeah, I think they did a good job. They showed just enough. I mean, because I hate it when they show too much of a game and then you're pretty much just like watching the game. And it's like, no, just show me the
Like
pieces.
that.
Show me
Good
that
God.
yeah, just show me the little nitty gritty so I can be like, ooh, I like that, and then move on to the next, and they did. That's exactly what they did, and I enjoyed it and I appreciated it.
Nice. What about you, Nelson? What do you think of the pace of the show? What did you think of the people talking? Should we get rid of them? What do you think about the show as a
I
whole?
like the girl. I didn't mind them. I thought they were lighthearted. They didn't make any like really stupid jokes. They seemed semi-excited at least, but they didn't oversell it, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I enjoyed
I
the.
hate when people feel like really fake, like we are so excited. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
come on now,
Hmm.
you're not that goddamn
But they shouldn't
excited.
look like they're dead inside. I was just
Yeah,
cracking up the
exactly.
first. I was like,
God
why do
damn
they
it,
look like
this is the
that?
last place I want to be right now. Why the hell did you take me off to Tokyo? Fuck
I was just
y'all.
looking like, why the fuck y'all look like that? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Be excited.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I forgot about a couple things in a state of play, so I give it an actual 7, not a 6.5, an actual 7. I thought the pacing was pretty good. I think that they went, consistently like bam, 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 but not too fast. Which sometimes I feel like with these shows they go way too fast to sneak in, all the announcements that they promised because they took a paycheck. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh shit, we have 100 games to announce, so we got to get every single one in there. I think every game got their space to breathe. So we found out enough about the game, or we saw enough about the game. So that was
Hmm.
cool. I also, and I know some people don't like this, but I do like hardware being shown at the state of play. I think that switches
Hmm.
things up. I think that adds a little different flavor to it. It gives a little like not a pause or not a reset, but a little like, oh, you're drinking
Interlude.
and yeah, like you're drinking water and all of a sudden you ice cube goes in your mouth, like, oh yeah, this is nice, it's hot outside, nice little ice cube, and then you continue with the water. Same thing with the state of play. I love seeing people that work at PlayStation or Xbox or any of the shows. I like seeing the people that are involved with these games there, and I like to hear from them what they've been working on and their excitement level and the things that are new, because there's so many times when you hear a developer or a presentator talking about something that when we read it on an article or we see it in the game, it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. But when they tell you exactly how they came about it, it elevates that a little bit more. But I think the show as a
Hmm.
whole was pretty good. PlayStation has got this down pat. Now the next questions are, well, first before I get into the other questions, is let's run down real quick through the games that were in this state of play. We first, well, this is not going to be in any particular order, but we saw Zero Parades that was on there.
Hmm.
Zero Parades for Dead Spies. We also saw the Seven Deadly Sins Origins.
Oh, I can't wait.
We saw Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which came out the day after. We saw Saros, right? It's Saros. Everybody was calling it Soros, but it's Saros.
Hmm.
We saw the PlayStation Plus elevated wireless speakers. We saw the games coming to PS Plus, like Goat Simulator, Alan Wake 2, which are phenomenal games, both of them actually. We saw Neo 3. We saw Flight Simulator. We saw Wolverine. We saw Let It Die Inferno. We also saw Last Epoch, Halloween.
Sim in VR.
We saw Gran Turismo 7. We saw the God of War 20th Anniversary Limited Edition DualSense controller. We saw
3
the
coming to PlayStation Classics. Let's go.
yep.
Tekken 3 was not available on PS3 when they did the ports of the PlayStation Classics. It's never been available.
We saw that.
Released.
Dynasty Warrior
amazing.
3 Complete Edition. We saw Deus Ex Remastered, Crimson Desert, Code Vein 2, Chrono Script, The Endless End, Battlefield 6. Am I missing anything here?
Not that I'm aware of.
Racing Halloween.
I aware. I already said that.
The one I put down.
Well, if I'm forgetting anything, chat, let me know. Nelson, let me know. Atreyu, let me know.
Fuck.
But let's start with Atreyu, because you said you gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Why did you pick that score, Atreyu? Why a 9? Why not an 8? Why not a 10?
Because almost every single game that they showcased, I was all about it. I was like, I want to play one of those games. Like every single time, I was like, oh, I want to play that. I want to play that. I want to play that. The only reason why I gave it a 9 was because when they showcased the speakers, I don't mind them making speakers and trying to tout it and things like that. The problem that I have is you can't even get your pulse to stay connected properly on your damn system. How are you going to keep your wireless speakers connected? How are you going to do it? Please tell me. And then give you surround sound.
PlayStation Link fucking shit. Bullshit.
And you hear right now, Nelson's having a problem.
Case in point.
damn thing.
Yeah.
I paid too much for it to go buy another set either.
But I'll tell you one thing. I literally said I may not be buying every single one of those games 'cause I'm not rich, okay? But two out of all those games, I'm definitely buying, and that's gonna be Wolverine, and that's gonna be Seven Deadly Sins. So they got me on that.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. Good games. Nelson, what about you? Why did you give it a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 9?
9 out of 10. Fuck.
Damn, bro, we can't hear you. You're crackling
Fucking
bad.
hell.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, just use your controller, bro. Just use your controller.
Yeah, use your control. Well, Nelson is coming back. See, and that's my biggest problem with the speakers that they announced, right? And I'm with Trey on this. There you go. Hey, Nelson.
Yo,
Oh my god.
hey, we can hear you. That's all that matters.
Nope,
Oh.
not anymore. The Pulse headset is known, bro, known to have issues. There is I think 10 or 12 people that I know that have the Pulse headset, and every single one except for one person is not having any issues whatsoever. And look, I'm not saying the headset itself is shitty, because I think they're comfortable. The noise reduction thingy in there is phenomenal. The battery is insane. The audio is really, really good, and it's only $150. But when you include the link, the PlayStation link is the problem, right? Those disconnect. I mean, they've already disconnected for me during the podcast once. For Nelson, he's been having nonstop issues since we started this. Atreyu also has issues. So 3 people in the same podcast, all with varying issues.
Well, let me correct that though. I gave my Pulse to my wife because she just uses it when she plays games sometimes. I use the Corsair, and I'm telling you right now, I think it's the Corsair H80 or something like that. But let me tell you, it's a phenomenal headset, and I've never had a problem since I connected it. So the Pulse has been a distant memory from the first time I used it, and I couldn't even fucking hear nobody or stay connected. So
yeah, by
I'm
disconnecting
using
issues.
my kids' $5 headsets. Is that better than my $150 PlayStation POSs?
Yeah, I mean the quality isn't 100%, but yeah, you sound good. Nelson, go ahead. Why did you
Better
give the
than my
State of Play?
$150 set.
Why you give the PlayStation 9 out of 10?
Mostly Wolverine, dude. Like, that looks like the next fucking conversation for Game of the Gen. Fucking rip it. I was not expecting it to be able to rip people apart and Wolverine to be Wolverine. I'm not even gonna lie, because I thought Disney would. I think having the androids in it is how they. What do you want to call it? Split the difference with Disney, where they could do it and them not freak out about it. But goddamn, it looks amazing. Like, my kids were like, "Fuck Spider-Man! This looks even better than Spider-Man." My kids started playing Spider-Man right after that too.
Yeah,
They're just fucking excited. They're so excited.
So real quick, because Nelson brought up a good point, and I think this is why people are giving the State of Play such a high score. But Nelson said, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 basically because of one game. Now, I don't think
I need quality over quantity.
the one game is enough to rate a whole show. You can say that game looks like it's a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, but we still have tens of other games that were announced during that showcase or that State of Play.
I got 10 games that I wanted
So,
on the show too. So
the
but that was like that top 5 games of the gen. Well, shown there,
So my issue with the State of Play is my biggest issue, because I had a couple of smaller issues, but my biggest issue is Battlefield 6. We seen, heard of that. We know dates, pre-orders. We played it. Code Vein 2. We knew about that. It's already been on PS Store for a week. Crimson Desert. We got a date. It's a game that we've all known for over a year. Deus Ex Remaster. That's completely brand new. That was exciting. Dynasty Warrior 3 Remastered. That we already knew about. God of War controller. That was dope. Looks dope. Gran Turismo 7. Well, obviously we know about that. Halloween, the first look and release date. That was new. That was cool. My biggest complaint with that is it's over a year away. It's like, okay. The Last Epoch, that looked interesting, but that is a PC early access or already came out on PC a while ago,
Yeah,
so they're
my
dropping
old
it
me
on
plays the shit out of
PlayStation
that game.
with the DLC in the same day. So nothing there. Let It Die Inferno, that was new, that looked good. Wolverine, we already knew about it. We knew roughly a time date on it, but what they showed was amazing, and we needed that to be in there. But once again, we knew about that. Microsoft
Mm-hmm.
Flight Simulator, that was a complete surprise, but that's an old game. Neo 3, we knew about that as well. We even have a demo out for it. The PS Plus monthly games, that's cool. That should be part of the show. You should be having at least an announcement every single month, and this should be part of that announcement. The speakers, completely new. We didn't know about that, but we're already bitching because the link is a problem. Sorrows, we knew about it. We saw more
Amazing.
gameplay, which was dope. But
We
my
hadn't seen
thing,
any gameplay. That was a gameplay
or I mean,
review.
not any gameplay, but we saw the trailer, and honestly, I don't know what the big deal is with Sorrows. Like, I saw people saying, "Oh yeah, the particle effects on the PS5 Pro are gonna be dope." Like, did y'all forget Returnal already? Like, Returnal didn't have crazy particle effects.
And
Like,
Alienation and Nex Machina and
yes,
Matterfall and
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Sorrows looks interesting. It's not a game for me. Returnal is cool, but I can't beat it. Sorrows looks to be very similar to that. I won't be able to beat it, so I'll wait till the my friends say, "Hey, yeah, it's not as hard, or it is hard, or whatever." But I'm not in there day one till I hear otherwise. But
Yeah,
this is literally a Returnal clone. Let's be honest here. I'm not saying it's a bad thing because Returnal's a badass game, right?
it is.
I'm not saying that Soros is gonna be shit. No, it looks like a badass game. It's coming from Housemark, who have been phenomenal with almost every single of their releases. I'm not saying that at all, but to say it's not a Returnal clone, it's a little ignorant to me. Sonic Racing Crossworld, that literally came out the day after. We also have a demo for this game. The Seven Deadly Sins Origins. I don't know much about this game. I think this is the first time we see it. Trey, is this the first time we see it? It's in a state of play.
The first time you saw it in a state of play, but I've known about it for a while now. I've
Okay.
seen like the little articles and things like that about it. But now knowing that it's an open world MMO,
hmm
not just a regular Seven Deadly Sins game, I'm like here for it. I'm like, wow, this is gonna be really dope. That the Seven Deadly Sins basically are going to accompany you, not just you playing as one of them. So I'm like, wow, this is gonna be pretty dope.
So
I'm here for it.
so the state of play introduced somebody to the game, even though people have known about it. I didn't know, so it introduced me to it. So it did what it's
Mm,
supposed to do, right? But another game that's not new. And then Zero Parades. I've never seen this game before,
me neither.
so it's new to me, new to Atreyu. I think it's new overall. So as you can tell off this list that I gave you guys, there's only like two or three games that were completely new. Four.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And I understand the state of play. It's not just new announcements, but at the same time, we don't get showcases anymore. So the state of play kind of is a showcase, and the state of play rolled in one. So that's what I mean when I give it a 7 out of 10. It's not that the games in the showcase or the state of play suck. No, because all these games look good, but it's 90% shit that we already knew about. They're not really bringing us nothing new except some gameplay and some release dates for a couple things. That's it. So I don't give a showcase a 10 out of 10 ever, or any game a 10 out of 10 ever, because there's no such thing as perfection. 9 is the closest I'll get to it, but it didn't show me anything that I didn't really know about except for those smaller games. And the question is
Hmm.
still there. Where is the rest of PlayStation first party games that they've been working on for the last 5, 6, 7 years? Where are they at? I mean, we know about Naughty Dog and what they're working on, right?
Oh
Sucker
yeah.
Punch is coming out with Yote. We saw Insomniac and we saw Housemark, but we still have so many studios that we haven't heard anything from, and that's the
Hmm.
frustrating part. Another frustrating part about the state of play, and it had nothing to do with the state of play. It's just the state of play was what relayed the info to me, right? And I came to the realization that PlayStation is not going to do more than one, maybe two games per year. And that's very unfortunate to me because I think that PlayStation makes the best games, the best quality games, the most polished. and only getting 1 or 2 a year is just way too little, in my opinion. But that's all the negative I really have for the state of play. Atreyu, besides Seven Deadly Sins, that's what it's called, right? Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah, Seven Deadly Sins. Yeah.
What were some other highlights for you in the state of play as far as games goes? Like, what were you shocked to see completely, or what are you looking for the most? What did you think about?
So I already said, Seven Deadly Sins is one I'm looking forward to. I never heard of No Parades, and I'm gonna buy it because I just thought it was pretty fucking good. So I was like, okay, I'm here for it. And then my number one, no matter what, I have to buy is gonna be Wolverine. That's the thing that blew me away. I saw that they made Wolverine at what he's supposed to be. Like, I don't know if any of you guys are like.
That. I thought Disney was gonna say no.
Yeah, because I don't know if any of you guys have, but
robbed.
I've collected Wolverine stuff from
I
way
got Wolverine
before.
comics I just picked up.
Oh
a few
yeah,
weeks ago.
absolutely. Like I have every single Uncanny X-Men comic. I've had Wolverine comics themselves. I have 1980s Wolverine cards from when he was real nitty gritty. Like that little short biker looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a lot of Wolverine stuff. And to think
Oh
of
shit!
how,
What up, Warwana? How you doing? Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no, that's cool. It's cool. But when I think about that, I'm like, I know what Wolverine's supposed to be. He's a angry little short man. He fucking hates everybody, everything because of all the stuff he's gone through in his life. He's lived for a very long fucking time, and he's supposed to be fucking nasty, yo. He's supposed to be able to like rip people apart and stab and through stuff. Like, you think those claws are for show or just swiping at someone? No, it goes through people. So for the fact that they made it like this, I was like, yes, let me give you all a round of applause. That's exactly what he's supposed to be like.
Can I ask, Nelson, let me ask you a question, because you said this twice already, and you say you didn't think Disney will allow it. Why would you, my question is, why did you think that? Because, one, Disney does have rated R movies and TV shows. I mean, they did Deadpool, Punisher.
Marvel, they have one.
Like, they have a couple things out there. It's not, and even the Punisher, right? That's the big one I was gonna bring up. I mean, that's super gruesome, and they didn't say shit for that.
Ryan Reynolds had to fight for Wolverine and Deadpool to be not like teen, right?
Yeah, but he crawled so everybody else can walk. And now that Sony sees that it doesn't damage their brand, they can still make money off of it. I don't know why people would think that it wouldn't happen. Also, while you're over there fucking chugging whatever the fuck you're chugging, why were you impressed with Wolverine?
The blood, the guts, the gore, the graphics, the
Daredevil.
enemies.
Thank you, Hero.
Daredevil's kind of teen.
Omega Red, come on! When's the last time you seen Omega Red?
Yeah, Omega Red's like back in the day.
I was like, yo,
Omega Red as enemy too. I hope Colossus makes an appearance.
Oh my god, it'd be so awesome.
Yeah. Oh, War Warner brings up a good point. And yeah, War, I haven't watched any of them because I got them saved to my playlist so I can watch them all at work this week. But Wara says, do you notice the Tokyo Game Show PlayStation stuff is hours of live streaming interviews for games, but for the West, we get like nothing. He's absolutely right. And we see that not just with the content, but also pricing. They treat the West way different than they treat the fucking East. I mean, even Nintendo does it as well with their Switch 2 pricing. It's a very interesting fucking observation, Wara. But I'm sorry, Atreyu, what were you saying?
I was going to add to that and say the reason why we don't get as long as they do is because American attention span is dropping so drastically they get bored. So that's why they're not going to go that far. But
I mean, in Japan, mobile is king. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there it's similar. I mean, as a matter of fact, I just read an article that Japanese are gaining. They're not only are they gaining more weight, but they're also getting a lot of the same diseases we have in the West because of their diets and just them taking on the American kind of culture, or not American, but West.
Yeah, but you got to remember again, like they can hold their attention span when it comes to things. Us, we go 3 seconds into a video and like, okay, I'm bored. It's too long. Like, really? I can't even make a TikTok video longer than 3 minutes because I know people will be like, oh, this is too long. I can't do it anymore. You know what I mean? So that's the way American society is right now. They don't think that they have the time to be watching anything longer than that.
And I think War does make a good point too, because the video game awards, that's 4 hours and people watch it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Dedicated people watch it, yeah. But if you're talking about like even casual gamers, that even casual gamers still own a PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? And they again, their attention spans aren't long enough. You ask them to tell them about like a whole bunch of games like we're having this show now, they probably couldn't tell you anything other than the current game that they're playing because they don't care. It's not in there, it's not registering for them. They can't hold more than a couple things at a time, you
Yeah,
know.
no, I don't disagree with you. I also, because I don't, yeah, I agree. Attention spans are through the fucking ground. I mean, I see that with my videos, even though some of my long form videos are hitting. It just depends what the subject is. But even something like the state of play is really for a specific group of people. I mean, like
Hmm.
my cousin who's a super casual gamer, he's not watching that at
Yeah,
all.
more people just wouldn't watch
Nope.
the Wolverine trailer and didn't watch the State of Play.
Nope.
Yeah, but I guess to also combat a little bit of Wara's point is everything's done online, so anybody in the world can go see that stuff. Where it's not just relegated to the area that they're in either. But yeah, it is. We are treated differently in the West, and it's kind of insulting in a way. But
Hmm.
Nelson, any other games that stood out to you besides Wolverine that you're getting
Sorrows.
day one?
Sorrows.
So
Tekken 3.
you couldn't beat Returnal, and now you're gonna get Saros.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
interesting.
figure I figure if I come back stronger,
No, you're not.
I mean, if I die a thousand times, I'll be able to one shot him eventually, right?
No, because that's not how Returnal works either.
Well, you didn't come back stronger either. You came back weaker.
Yeah, no,
I know, cause I started over like 472 times.
yeah, I know. Me too. Well, not that much. I'm way less. But like I said in
I
the
died a
earlier,
lot.
I like Saros looks cool. It looks really good. Like I said, I'm not gonna get it till the guys tell me that hey, the game's not as hard as Returnal. But some people were saying this is completely new, completely fresh, and I'm like, no, it looks just like Returnal, like a reskinned Returnal, in my opinion. Um, the other games that you were interested in, Atreyu, what were they?
So, I said it was No Parades. I've never seen that game before. I've never heard of that game before, but when I saw it, I was like, wow, that kind of surprised me and I want it. I absolutely want it. And I even told my wife, I said, there's 3 games I'm getting out of this thing. Even though I want them all, there's only 3 games I'm getting for sure. And that's definitely going to be the Seven Deadly Sins, No Parades, and Wolverine. Those are my 3 games that I'm for sure going to get.
Yeah. I actually I'm really liking the Deus Ex remastered. I've
Mm-hmm.
never played it. I do have one of the newer ones, but I've always wanted to start the story over. And I don't know if you guys, well, some of you guys may know, but I'm not really huge on old games. I just they feel clunky, they feel
I
old. They
I
just
love when they remaster games, but I wish they would do them a little better and charge a little more rather
Yeah,
than
yeah.
like Aspire. They like yeah, $20, $30, whatever, but we could really half-ass it. You know what I mean? I'd
Mm-hmm.
rather
Aspire is
pay
some deep
40 or
shit right
50
now.
or
Like the Legacy of Kain, I was so excited to
yeah.
play it, and then I was like,
Yeah, me too. I
oh,
was like,
this is so
it's
horrible.
Aspire too. Aspire just like they do a little touch up, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, I stopped playing Legacy of Kain for that reason. It just looks so
It
old
looked
and
I,
it,
failed.
it
I would
looked
rather
good, but then it
instead of
was
paying
just like,
$30, I'd rather pay 50 and get a good remaster where you really, you
right,
know what I mean, put the effort in.
exactly.
Yeah.
The only one I think that I played recently that I thought was great, and I guess maybe it's because I'm a fan,
Hold
is
on. Hold
Beyond Good and
on.
Evil.
Hold
Oh,
on. I gotta answer this. When the fuck have I ever said that remasters are trash, Hero? When?
I love remasters.
Please bring up the time that I said remasters are trash. What you can bring up is a game that is less than 5 years old getting remastered like Horizon is trash. That you will hear. but I have never ever said that remasters are trash. As a matter of fact, I have numerous times said anything younger than 10 years shouldn't get touched. Shouldn't get touched. Anything under 10 years. Never have I said remastered. I wish they would remaster some of those old ass games. What?
I think he's thinking of Wara.
No.
It's Hero.
No, he said Will
Yeah, I know, but I
specifically.
think it's. Oh.
Yeah, no,
He's
I've
only
never said that ever. Why would I hate playing on these clunky? As a matter of fact, how long have I been saying, Nelson, that I wish they would remake Resident Evil 1?
A while, because the remaster's okay, but I'd rather it really needs a remake.
Yes, never.
Like I would rather have had them.
And
like,
Days Gone. I bitched about that one too.
Remake the old GTA or the old GTA's instead of doing like basically the fucking mobile port for all three of them. I would pay $60 for each.
I don't care
Yeah, me
what
too.
you talk about remastering games or trash. Nah, man, I'm getting Dragon Quest 1 and 2 remastered. I'm for it. I am all for it.
Hold on, Nelson, can you hear me?
Yes.
How often do I yell on this podcast?
Well, you're always yelling.
I'm always yelling. Yes, I'm always yelling hero. So it's not a personal thing towards you. I'm always yelling.
He yells at me. He yells at his sister.
Yeah, bro. I yell all the time. So it's not a personal thing, bro. Don't take it personal.
Ask my neighbors. I yell too. They think I beat my wife.
Jason is cause of the attention span, my boy. That's why.
Yeah.
He just said that they cut the movies down 30, 40 minutes for the United States. Yeah, attention span.
Yeah, I brought my kids to Demon Slayer. They did good for the first hour and a half. The last hour, fucking running around the theater, just fucking like.
Attention span is out the window.
Yeah.
They don't have it.
Anyways, the other game that the one game that did piss me the fuck off, I ain't gonna lie, was the other remake or remaster. I don't know if it's a remake or remaster, the Halloween.
Oh yeah.
That pissed me off. Like that game is over a year away. It's like, bro, just fucking save it for your March.
Show us that next year.
Yeah, like what the
Yeah.
fuck
You
are you
wanna know-
doing?
Show that in your summer show, dude.
Yes.
Why didn't they talk about Dispatch?
Dispatch, what's that?
It's that hero game that it's like you make the choices and you're like you got to send the heroes out to certain things. They're coming out with the first season of it, I guess, soon. And I was like, I'm totally buying that game. Like the moment I saw it, I was like, I'm totally buying it. It looks amazing.
Oh,
So
never
I'm
heard of
like,
that.
Nobody even talked about fucking Dispatch like at all. And I'm like, wow, this not getting no hype. I'm telling you, if you look it up, you're gonna want to buy the game.
Really,
I'm for
Dispatch.
real.
I'm gonna write that
Yeah,
down.
Dispatch. Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean the state of play was cool. I give it a 7 out of 10. I changed my score from 6.5 to 7 because I forgot about the remasters like Deus Ex and what was the other one? The fuck was it? Oh, the Zero Parades. That one looked interesting to me too. But so yeah, I mean the games all look good. They all look good. But like I mentioned earlier, it was just a lot of shit that we already knew. A lot of shit. Now I did like Wolverine the way that they were like, okay, here's gameplay, but we're gonna talk more about this in the springtime. I like that. Set expectations. Let us know what's coming next. I really, really enjoyed that part. We know the that hey, springtime, when right around the time that Sorrows comes out, they're gonna be doing a state of play, and they're also gonna bring up Wolverine and talk more about that, or maybe even do its own state of play for that. So that's dope. Anything else that you guys want to bring up with the state of play? Something you heard online, people criticisms, anything like that? Chat, let me know. Anything else that people
Neo
have
3
been?
looks good. Those games are well received. They're just not for me, you know.
And to be honest with you, I watched it with
They're
a
just too
couple
hard for
people,
me.
like, because you guys know that I have the Helldivers group that I'm in, and we all decided to jump on Discord and just watch the state of play. And to hear their excitement about it too, it tells you that state of play was a really good state of play. Like they were cheering, they were like yelling about stuff, like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" Like I'm telling you, if just to hear others people's reactions of how good this was for them, it was a good state of play, man.
Yeah, and once again, just to recap for people, I
My kids
don't.
are so pissed that that game don't come out till next year though. The fucking Wolverine. They're like, I want to play
Oh,
this
Yeah.
right fucking now.
dude, and time for kids is like eternity. You know what I mean? Because they're
I
so
know it
young,
is.
they don't
I
have.
told them to enjoy it because when you get older, that fucking clock just starts moving faster and
Yeah,
faster, and then you're dead.
yeah, big time. The thing with the Sony shows in specific, we all know that Sony's expectations are higher than everybody else. Well, that's because they are at a higher tier than everybody else. And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. You guys are performing at professional level, so therefore there should
Hmm.
be professional expectations. I'm not gonna fucking grade Sony the same way I would grade some fucking indie show. Two separate fucking things. And my hope for every state of play is to see the PlayStation first party games. And this one gave us some, but nothing new. Meaning no new details on new stuff. I mean, they did give us the Wolverine dates and gameplay or range of date, which is fine, but we all knew that they were working on that thing and we knew it would come out within the next couple of years. Sorrows, we actually saw some gameplay, which is fine, but once again, it's a very similar game to Returnal, so nothing there. This is just all my opinion, but those
Nintendo.
were the two things that, yeah, Nintendo's are the highest. So the two things that have people the most excited are the two things that kind of have me the least excited. I'm not a superhero person. I didn't even like the first Spider-Man till I tried to. It took me about 2, 3 times of replaying that game before I finally enjoyed the gameplay and had a good time with it. And then I got
Hmm.
excited for the second one. Wolverine looks super cool. I like the gameplay, how it looks, but I'm
He's
not
the
like,
original anti-hero, boy.
yeah, I'm not like a big fan of the superhero itself, right? Like, oh, it's Wolverine like that. To me, that means nothing. The only thing that I would get excited for is like Guardians of the Galaxy. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. It's a varied group, a diverse group. I love them. So I would be excited about them. Guardians of the Galaxy are the only people that I have actually bought comics for. That's how much I like them. But
I
those
don't
two
like Guardians of the
games,
Galaxy, but I like the game.
the game is fire. Those two games that everybody's so hyped over, and the reason why they're giving the state of play a high score are the two games that didn't really do it for me. Therefore, it's like, okay, fine. What's the God of War studio doing? What's Blue Point doing? That's what I really want to find out.
You know what I also want them to start doing? Like, why are they only making special controllers for like the original PlayStation 5? I would like to have special controllers for my DualSense Edge.
Oh my dude, that has been an
Like,
argument between me, Henry, and the boys on the Discord about all the accessories they could have done for PlayStation. Where the hell is my Horizon plates? Where are PlayStation 5 Pro plates? Like we got the Yote ones, but those sold out in like two
and you
seconds. And
know,
plus, I
I
didn't
had to
like how
do
they look
my.
anyways. They were ugly in my opinion.
I don't know if I ever showed you the picture, but I guess I'll take a video and I'll show it to you. But I decked out my PlayStation 5 myself. Like I had like all these LED lights around it, and I call it the Turbo Cat because I decked it out in like SWAT Cat stuff. So
Yeah.
like they didn't have any plates for me to be able to like switch out and stuff, and I was like, well, that's boring. I guess I'll make my own. You know.
Oh, I don't know if they're slow, Wara, because they sell out. Even like regular, like the camouflage controller when that came out, that was sold out for like 6 months. It took me almost a year to get it after it released. So like I don't know. Wait, what did he say? Sold out equals loads of loads.
Low stock.
No, he said he just sold out. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Like Horizon is one of their big IPs, and they don't have anything for Horizon. No controller, no plates. All they have is a collector's edition for or Forbidden West. That's it, man. It's unfortunate. But anything else you guys want to talk about the state of play?
Nah, bro, no, I'm good.
I'm not gonna ask you guys what you guys would want to see from the next state of play because one, we don't know when it will be, and two,
I think that if they show something new, it'll be Achilles. They always
Achilles.
fucking feed that dude.
Well, I'm always gonna say, even though I know it's probably not gonna happen, but the one game that I don't give a fuck what the price would be is if they just completely redid a Chrono Trigger and brought it up to next level, like gameplay. That's what I want. I am begging for them. Of all the things that they've done, they've remade games, they've re-released games. Just give me Chrono Trigger. That's all I ask for. That's
You
all I
know,
want.
Wara, it's interesting you say that because I display my PS5 Pro out and loud. Also, my casual cousin, he also displays his PlayStation like it's a freaking centerpiece. So it's interesting you say that people
Mm-hmm.
hide it because of size. Nelson, do you hide yours or do you keep
Nope.
yours?
Nah,
You display
it
yours
looks
too, Atreyu?
futuristic.
Yeah, it does.
No, my PlayStation, I got my PlayStation 5, my PlayStation 5 Pro, and they frame my TV. Even though my TV is the most expensive thing in this living room, they frame my television.
Mm, yeah. So you do show yours out.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
And I buy
Interesting.
all the accessories I can for it, too.
Yeah. Well, I used to do that. I stopped. Right around the PS5 Pro time. I got disillusioned with them and I just stopped.
Well, I mean, I
And
don't buy PlayStation stuff. I buy other stuff that I can, like, mod it out for. That's what I
okay,
meant.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I used to buy all the plates, all the controllers, everything. I stopped. I'm like, fuck PlayStation. They don't give a fuck about me. Um, Nelson, anything else you want to bring up about that state of play?
Nope, not
Atreyu?
really. That was
What did you
Dynasty
say?
Warriors 3 remastered looks good. It looks like they actually did a good job on that.
Hey,
That
Hero,
doesn't look like a real cheap remaster.
if you ever want like a phenomenal game playing television, I mean, yes, you could watch TV on it too, but forget the Samsung. Go for the NanoCell LG. You'll never want to go to another television again.
Yeah, I bought the S95D last year when the Pro came out, and it's a good TV, but I miss my LG. And my LG, dude, it's a freaking like $700 TV, and that thing is to me is way better. Even though this thing's an OLED, not a nano because that's an LG thing, but it's one of those fancy words for OLEDs that they use.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean it's a good TV, but yeah, it's you have to mess with the settings a lot to get it how you want to and whatever. But did you guys see that Xbox is no longer being sold at Costco?
Who's
Well,
gonna buy it?
I was going to say, who's still buying the systems? I don't know anyone still buying the
Once
systems.
again, there's still 30 plus million people that are involved in the Xbox ecosystem. They have a
Yeah, it takes
lot
more
of
than that
people
to
in
run
there.
an ecosystem. Could you imagine?
You
if
know what's
PlayStation
funny?
only
You
sold
got
30
you got
PlayStation?
30 plus
You think
people
they'd
in
be
the
profitable?
ecosystem,
Hell
but
no.
I guess I bet you not one of them are buying the new fucking systems because they probably one couldn't afford it, or two they're still stuck up the fucking 360's ass.
I'm tripping over Nelson acting like 30 million plus people is fucking nothing.
You think PlayStation would be making profit right now if they only sold 30 million PlayStations? They only
Yeah,
make 2
but
billion off of 100 and whatever fucking.
they
No,
would still be making
absolutely not.
money. Like I said, a dollar from 30 million people a month is
Yeah, but
still
if you're
30 million dollars.
if you're making 10 and spending 20, that's not a very good business.
No, but it's better than making literally nothing.
No, it's better just to not have it. What are we talking
That's
about?
not true. That
Yeah,
is
it is
not
too.
true. Oh, I'm sorry. Your years of retail fucking business management tells you so.
Okay, so if you made 5 million this year and your cost to operate was 10 million this year, you're gonna be in business next year.
Depends how much profit I made in the
You
previous
are
years.
not.
Welcome back, Voyager 88.
See, that's how you know
Okay,
you don't
well
know
they've been
shit.
down for 15 years, so
Yeah, but also they have $1 billion fucking bank right next to them called Microsoft.
yeah, but has it been getting better or worse?
If it was so bad, they would have just shut down everything, but they haven't.
Well, they became a publisher.
Exactly. So the add on to the 30 billion that I'm just saying 30 billion as an example, but add 30 billion to what they're making now as a publisher and they're doing better. Their potential is increasing. They're not losing as much money anymore. But this just another nail in the coffin with a big major retailer not selling Xbox in the store anymore.
Xbox ain't even selling Xbox no more.
It's a huge deal. So in case you guys didn't know, last week there were pictures going around of Xbox section at Costco not being there, and we find out that Xbox no longer is being sold there. So the question is, did Xbox themselves pull out, or did Costco pull out? That's the real question. Atreyu, what do you think? Did Costco just say, fuck you, we're not selling your shit anymore? Or do you think,
I think
Costco actually
Costco.
said we were
Yeah,
not. It
Atreyu?
was a business decision because we're
I
not
think.
selling them.
Or
Yeah, I
Nelson,
think Costco.
go
No,
ahead,
I'm
Nelson,
saying
finish your thought. So Nelson can look at it
Well,
out.
Costco said it. They said it was a business decision because they were tired of holding on to them.
Yes, they said that, but who initiated the talks?
I think it was probably Costco because I walked into my local Costco, and let me tell you, it's like wall to wall PlayStation everywhere.
Yeah, and Nintendo.
So, but no, I didn't even see the Nintendo in my
Oh, wow.
Costco. It was just only PlayStation.
Well, I still see Nintendo everywhere.
And I see some like gaming computers, but yeah, it's like they showcase basically they showcase PlayStation like right dead center when you walk in, and then everything else is just like packed away on the shelf, like the PC computers and stuff like that, like the gaming computers, they're packed away on the shelf. But when you walk in, first thing you see is just a whole display of PlayStation.
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't like to see Xbox in this situation, but they did it to themselves, and it just worries me even more. What's up, William? How you doing? It worries me even more because I mean, competition is gone, and PlayStation needs competition. Their best years are with competition in mind, so it's gonna suck. But yeah, Xbox is basically out. Costco is one of the biggest retailers in the world, and Xbox is no longer there. So sucks for them, sucks for us, sucks for the video game industry in our reality. The next thing I want to bring up before we start wrapping up here is where the hell is my list here? Motherfucker. Nintendo Switch. Let's bring up Nintendo Switch as well while we're at it. We've talked about everybody but the Switch. So Borderlands 4 got delayed indefinitely on the Switch too. Indefinitely.
Yep.
They are having a hard time kind of what, how do I shut this off? With optimization and getting the game to run smoothly.
I bet they do. It's running on like shit on the fucking more powerful shit.
But we saw something similar happen. Not similar, but the Cyberpunk 2077. Everybody was saying how great it ran on the Switch, but then when I bought the game, it doesn't look that good on there. And you can tell that these bigger AAA games are having a problem on the Switch. Do you think that this is Nintendo's fault with lack of?
Oh yeah, 100%.
With lack of support, lack of dev kits, lack of all that. What do you think of Trey?
No. This is Nintendo's fault because it's Nintendo's fault. Nobody else's. It's Nintendo's.
I mean, I agree.
Because these motherfuckers keep putting out this subpar shit, and then they lie to their consumers and tell them that it's next gen, it's this, is that, it's this and that, but it's not. It's a piece of shit. They're just stealing money from you. It's like, why don't you actually put that money into the system, actually make it next gen, so that you can actually compete and not have problems.
handheld though.
But that's the thing.
They sold out of $1,000 handheld.
But you have to remember, we're saying it's handheld, but they keep touting it like it could be a regular at-home console. That's what they're touting it as, and that you could take it handheld if you want. But that's not, we know the truth. We know it's a handheld that you could put on your TV. We know this. But that's not what they're saying. And this is the problem. It's like, okay, if you want to fucking build shit, you ain't going to be able to play shit, and it shows.
Yeah, Nelson. Let's see here from Nelson. Nelson would marry Nintendo today if he could.
It's a handheld. I never expect. I'm not one of these people who believe fucking when they said this shit's gonna be running at fucking 4K on a handheld. I was like, this handheld will be $2,000. I know better. I'm an informed consumer.
So you're saying that even though Nintendo lied,
Yes.
is not their fault?
I don't remember them saying that, but if they did, I'd never believed them in the first place.
So
Listen,
no,
listen.
but they did say that. They
They
did
did say
say.
that exactly.
Okay, well, I never
look,
believed
look,
them.
time out, because you can run 4K on the Switch too. You can run 4K for Silksong. I just did the video on
Yeah,
that.
Silksong, exactly. Silksong. Fucking game that could run
But
on a
let
goddamn
me
PlayStation 2.
let me also completely set the record straight for myself. I don't shit on Nintendo because I don't like Nintendo. Like I was just telling my other guys when we were watching the State of Play the other day, I was like, I am or was a hype Nintendo fan. I was the type of Nintendo fan that never missed a release of Nintendo anything. Like I bought Nintendo magazine because I thought people were shitting on Nintendo because Nintendo was better than them. Like that's how I used to be. And it really came down to them touting this Switch 2 like it's finally going to catch up with PlayStation 5 and everybody else. And I was like, finally, they're getting their shit together. And then what did they do? They just lied.
That's
So-
never
They
going to
do-
happen as long as they're just making a handheld.
And that's why, I mean, and I told Tornado this, and you know, me and Tornado, we talk a lot about video game industry in general. And I was like, I was a diehard Nintendo fan, and they literally just completely destroyed my soul when it comes to Nintendo.
Yeah.
And that's why I get mad about it. It's not because, oh, Nintendo sucks, I don't like their games. No, I used to love Nintendo. They just really destroyed one of their fans, so that's just what they did.
Well, my issue with Nintendo isn't even the games, isn't even the fucking hardware. My problem with Nintendo is their pricing and how they treat their customers. That's what I dislike about Nintendo the most. Is they charge like they're better than PlayStation and they're not. They charge like, or they don't charge. They behave like they don't need their customers. Yeah, Hero. I'm gonna lie to you. I'm gonna yell at you again.
Yeah, the hero, they did say that. They sure as hell did say it. That's why I was so hyped for it. They really did say that this was going to be on 4K and they were going to be running all the third-party games and all this other stuff, and they can't do it.
Hold on, I'm googling something. Because we just saw Doug Bowser leave,
Mm-hmm.
right? Retired. And for all the people saying Doug Bowser got pushed out, he did not get pushed out, okay? The guy's been in the video game industry for fucking a century
30
already.
years or something.
Yeah, he did not get pushed out. Just like Jim Ryan didn't get pushed out. They fucking retired. People don't understand that these
Almost
positions.
everybody that makes that executive position, they're there for 5 years and then they bounce.
Yes, they're in the video game industry. I forgot who said this on the Discord. I think it was Henry who said it was 5
Outside
to 6
of
years.
Phil Spencer, 5 to 6 years and then you're done. Like,
But in other industries, I mean, you're looking less than that. You're looking at 3 years, 2 years, 4 years. Like it's super short. It says here, official announcements of reports confirm that when docked, the console will support 4K output.
Mm-hmm.
While it will run at 1080p in handheld mode, this 4K capability in dock mode is a significant upgrade for the system and uses a custom
Capability.
NVIDIA chip with DLSS style AI upscaling achieved
PlayStation
and
can run
resolution.
122. How many games
We
really
are-
run 120?
We are excited because Mario
8K.
Kart. I'm reading a quote. We are excited because Mario Kart will be running at 4K on day one. It is a new era for Nintendo and blah 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 blah. So it looks like they're saying that games can run at 4K, but what they meant is our games may be
Can run at
able
4K.
to run at 4K.
And on PlayStation, what was that one game called that you can play do
8K.
8K on that too? Yeah.
But at least it wasn't a PlayStation first party game.
Okay.
And there was more than one. There was like 3 or 4.
Well, PlayStation first part should be the 8K.
And as a
right?
matter of fact, there's a new 8K game coming out that I was reading about not that long ago. Last week, I think it was. I don't know the name or anything. I didn't really care to look. Game looked trash anyways. But yeah, it was like new game running at 8K. As a matter of fact, Redacted can run at 4K or 8K. And that's a fire-ass game. And it can run at 8K. So, yeah. Nintendo. Where's Nintendo heading now that Doug Bowser left? Do you think they're still going to continue with their money-hungry treating their fans like shit, fucking, attitude, or they're gonna this new lady. Her name is oh fuck, what's her name? Her name is
She's gonna do what the fuck she's told. That's what she's gonna do.
Devin Prickard. Devin Prickard. Do you think she's gonna? What kind of changes do you think? Well, Nelson, what kind of changes would you want to see from Nintendo? And do you think this lady is even capable of making these changes?
I have no idea. I've always wanted them to make like where you can plug your dock in and it adds fucking power and support to it. So like, say if you had two handheld, you just bought the handheld and not a deck, and you could buy a more powerful deck. So you might spend $500 or $600 on it, but you get more out of it. I don't even know if that's, you know what I mean, possible.
Well, I think you're there. I think they can do something like that because for the Switch One, they had all those third-party decks that would push it up to higher frames by just giving the CPU more room to breathe so it doesn't heat up and things like that.
One sec. I want to actually address Wara here. Okay. I don't want to push the narrative that Nintendo is bad. I
do. They're fucking terrible.
I didn't want to. I was an avid Nintendo fan. Literally up until Switch 2 was said to be released. And I was even about Switch 2 up until I found out that they were like fucking bullshitting. And I'm glad I found out they were bullshitting before I bought it, because I would have bought it. And that's why I keep saying, yes, I was an avid Nintendo fan. I bought everything Nintendo. I sided with Nintendo when I get mad that, what was the Game Informer would never showcase Nintendo games, because I was like, oh, they're just shitting on Nintendo because they're assholes, they hate Nintendo. And so I would get Nintendo magazine just to read Nintendo. I was a super Nintendo fan. And it's really just disappointed me with this latest, quote unquote, their word generation game system. It is not, and it was a complete sham, and it is a complete sham, in my opinion. I want to say, because I know there's people out there that still love the hell out of Nintendo, no matter what they do, and you know what, you do you. But as a consumer who buys basically all the systems, who plays any game, no matter what it is,
Nintendo hasn't been a power company though since fucking.
It wasn't even
GameCube.
Supposed to be about a power company. It was the fact that you promised something that you can't fucking deliver. And then you want to charge next-gen prices on something that you can't even deliver on. Yeah. No, keep your prices back to what PlayStation 4 was, then, if that's what it's comparable to.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not a fanboy of Nintendo. I haven't been a fanboy of Nintendo since I was a little kid, and I wasn't even really a fanboy. I just liked what I had because I couldn't get anything else. So I've never been a fanboy of Nintendo, and I agree with you 1,000%. But also, it's not the thing with Nintendo that people fuck, because people will argue points with you about Nintendo, right? They'll argue the price point. Well, of course they're going to charge that because they sell 100 million of Mario Kart. Okay? Well, they doing this because of this. They do this as that. But the problem with Nintendo is everything with Nintendo. Every time you hear about Nintendo, they're doing something that leaves a bad taste in your mouth. They're suing the fucking YouTuber because they had the fucking video game music up because Nintendo didn't do it themselves. They sued them, fucking a shit ton of money, and then 5 years later, they put the fucking music out themselves, right? Or
like what they're doing to Power right now, or what like getting different patents put up while they're in an ongoing trial just so they could try to win the trial. Like, bro, you didn't even have that patent beforehand, so how are you still going to win?
Yeah, and just making shit up like, oh, we're suing you, but oh, the judge didn't like this phrasing, then we'll change 2 words out of it and sue you for something else. So it's not, if it's right, it's right. If Nintendo really did create something and somebody else is, okay, fine, do what you got to do. And I've defended that before. And I've said, even with The Last of Us Part 2, I've defended them as well. Or not Part 2, but Naughty Dog. I said, yeah, I wouldn't be milking the shit out of The Last of Us if I was Naughty Dog as well. As a fan, I don't like it because I want new shit. But in their position, I understand it. It's not easy to create an IP that is loved and successful and popular. Like, it's just not easy to do that. So yeah, get your money. But when you add on all this shit, Nintendo suing all these fucking people for using emulators, even though they own the fucking game and they show proof, or bricking systems, or, suing Palworld, or suing for fucking, gameplay mechanics and all these things combined is what makes Nintendo a shitty fucking company. Do they make good
Facts.
games? Yeah, absolutely they make great games.
Absolutely.
Right? Do they make a cool
Like I said,
console?
I used to
Yeah.
buy them. I used to buy them. I used to be like full on everything Nintendo. I got the little fucking amiibos. I got all that shit. It's just that it's like I realized kind of like Samsung versus fucking iPhone people. You look at the specs, you look at what they can do, and then if you want to go ahead with an inferior phone just because it's like popular or something, go for it, I guess, whatever. But it's like, as someone who now spends the majority of my time gaming, I expect to get what I pay for. That's what I expect. And like I said, you know me, Will. I have every single system. I have a shitload of games, and I will play a game even on my motherfucking cell phone. I don't care. When you turn around and you make a fucking cardboard damn system and market it just because people will buy it because it says Nintendo, that's when I'm like, that's a shitty business practice. You're a liar.
Well, the other thing too is the oh fuck, I literally blanked out.
Inferior phone in that example is iPhone. Their specs don't compare to Android whatsoever.
No.
That's just what it is. You're paying extra money for a subpar phone just because they do more apps and stuff. Good for you.
Well, we are critical every single time when a game is broken, buggy, incomplete, and it's widely acceptable. All right, but when we do the same for hardware, it's a fucking problem. When we do the same for a company, it's a fucking problem. And look, I've gotten attacked for criticizing PlayStation. To this day, I get attacked, right? And that's why I make fun of it. I'm like, oh, you fucking ponies. I'm a pony too, you fuck. As a matter of fact, I would argue that I'm more pony than you because I want PlayStation to do better. That's hence why I criticize them, because I want them to do better.
Know, PlayStation 4 was the first PlayStation I ever got. That was the first PlayStation I ever got, and I didn't even buy it myself. My wife bought it for me, and then I was like, yo, this is fucking good, So, I mean, let's be real. Like, I would love to say that I'm like, oh, I like the PlayStation so much, I'm just shitting on Nintendo. Like, no.
Of course I blame the judge. Of course I blame the judge, but
I don't take away blame from Nintendo because they are just to blame.
Yeah, they came up with the fucking lawsuit. Like, who in their right mind? You have two problems here. You got the fucking judge and you got Nintendo themselves. But the problem is Nintendo does it for fucking every little thing, dude. Even when it's innocent. I mean, Nintendo can really get into this energy. And I don't know what I'm doing in this level. I'm gonna keep dying. But they can really gather all this energy, and they could exploit that energy from so many of their fans that adore Nintendo and buy everything retail and promote for Nintendo. But if they do it in a way that Nintendo doesn't like, Nintendo just doesn't shut you down. They go after you. You know what I mean? Like, it's not enough to get you to stop what you're doing. No, they want blood. They want you to pay them back millions of dollars. And
then not only that, they turn around and take fan-made emulators and then market it as their own.
That too, yeah.
Come on.
It's a shame, but either way, whatever. I'm tired of repeating the same shit every fucking week. Anyways, it doesn't matter. People that don't even play Nintendo defend Nintendo. You know what I mean? People that love Nintendo will always love Nintendo. There's nothing you can do. They're completely brainwashed. Nintendo could take a shit in their cereal and it doesn't matter because it's Nintendo brand. People are out here, and same thing with PlayStation, same thing with Xbox. It's the same, different side of the same coin. But outside of that, I just want to say something real quick. I want to give huge shout outs to the following people. And these people are if my phone ever loads. These people are Henzo, TPMS guy, El Nini, .com Geezer, Lamar, Chocolate Dream Stream, which is Tornado, Unknown Creatures, Barack Yigit, Hero Down Under, Morgan Kimes, Keenan Messina, Dave Messer, Matthew Long, Trevor Lane, John Jackson, Aggressively Average Gamer, and those are the guys that claim the free membership from two very special people, which is Steven Leone and Iron Man. Thank you guys for those gifted memberships. Everybody has been taking advantage of it. A video that I put up today that's not scheduled to release till October 11th already has 15 views from these members. So it's insane.
Nice.
And I really want to give a huge special shout out to Sky Arthur, Steven Leone, Henry Heck, and Voyager 88. These dudes are actual paying members of the channel. So thank you guys so very much for your support, man. It's phenomenal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Outside of that, I think we're done for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you want to say, Atreyu? Anything else you want to bring up that you feel like we missed?
No. I mean, I think we got pretty much everything covered today, and I want to thank you for having
Where
me
the hell
on.
did everybody go? What the hell?
I
They
think
left,
it's
bro.
just getting late, bro. It's getting late.
You talk
True.
about Nintendo, they don't fucking like you. And no, being late has nothing to do with it. I get streamers even when I stream at midnight.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well-
People got work tomorrow. I do, but not to
And I know I gotta get to bed soon too before the missus gets mad, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I want to thank you for having me on. And like, I may not come on every single Sunday, but I'll still be here.
No, absolutely. Oh, Ghost of Yote. Yo, well, Trey, if you want to take off,
Ooh.
you can take off, but or you can stay. I want to talk about Ghost of Yote a little bit because I got a conspiracy theory with Ghost of Yote.
Well, yes, I do have to take off. I do. It's getting late, but thank you for having me, man. I do appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you, Atreyu. Guys,
Yeah,
go
no
follow
props.
Atreyu over on
Conspiracy theory.
TikTok and Twitch and our Discord, of course.
Yeah.
Nelson.
And
So
YouTube.
and YouTube. Ghost of Yote has been getting some review scores. Pretty high at that. 88, 89, right around there. Ghost of Tsushima got an 83. Now, I will say that Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut also got I think it was an 88, which didn't really add anything but the PS5 upgrade and also the DLC. What do you think about these scores with Ghost of Yote? Why are they so high off the bat? Do you think the game is that good? I'm
I
hoping
don't
it
know.
is.
I hope it is, but it might be just because it caters to, fucking journalists. You know where some of that shit goes.
Yeah. And because was reading the reviews, and everybody is basically saying the same shit. That it's the same as Ghost of Tsushima, except it's got better visuals, better graphics. They took out some of the fluff that the game had, which I don't think the game had any fluff, but either way. But it's the same thing, bigger, better, stronger. What is that, Wara? 80 what? 87. Thank you, Wara.
87.
So yeah, it was like a 3 to 5 point difference from the first one.
The first
But-
one was 83, I know, because I was very upset.
Okay, yeah, 83, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 points. 89 on PC. But so they're basically saying Ghost of Yote is the same thing as Ghost of Tsushima, but bigger, better, stronger, all that. They improved in almost every single way, except the one thing they didn't improve on, which is the one thing I was complaining about, and the reason I said I wasn't going to get Ghost of Yote Day 1 brand new, right? I don't want to give Sucker Punch my money. And that story. Story seems to be the biggest complaint. Now, I'm not saying the story's going to be terrible. It's just the weakest part of the game. Is there some sort of indication for me right now, or do we still have to wait, Nelson, for the
I
game
think
to be
we gotta
out?
wait, but it sounds
Okay.
pretty. I don't trust journalists. I'll
Me
wait
neither.
to hear from
Me neither.
people.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that just like we have Nintendo fanboys, PlayStation fanboys, we're going to have fanboys that aren't going to really give this game a fair look. And IP this big. So I don't know if we will get it. I'm going to play it myself eventually. I've been talking to my buddy Ricky. He said there's a 70% chance he'll be able to get me the game day 1 pre-owned. His co-worker has been
I don't
playing
understand
it.
how that works. Oh, he gets it ahead of time.
Yeah, he's a district manager for a region, So sometimes they'll get games, like a reviewer, a couple weeks early, a month early, so they can play the game, so they can share with their team and they can sell the game. But Ricky told me that one of his managers has been playing Ghost for the last week and a half, and he might be done with it by day one. I told him no rush either way, but there's a possibility that I might be able to get it day one pre-owned. But we will see if I do. But story seems to be the weakest point of this game, which is exactly what I said was my concern. Not just story, but the fact that Jin still had more story to be told. The 300 years later thing I did not like, but the story was the big one because I didn't want a simple revenge story from this IP, especially after the first one and how layered that story was. Right? We had family drama, we had freaking cultural drama, we had political drama. There was like a lot of things going on in that game. This one seems to be more of a freaking revenge story, and that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. We just got a samurai revenge story this year with Assassin's Creed Shadow. Anything that you've seen lately that's making you want to get Ghost of Yotei, Nelson?
No, I just it's gonna have similar combat.
Yeah.
I just look at it as a less interesting game with hopefully better combat, even if possible, if that's even humanly possible.
Well, the combat looks better, the graphics look better. It
With
looks
a worse story.
With a worse story. Yeah, it just looks better, just worse story, and that was my complaint. That was my complaint this whole time. But that's it, guys. That's all we want to go over with you guys today. Just that, man. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. You guys have been incredible with the channel. It's growing at a fast rate. It's very, very cool to see, man. It's cool that some real gamers over here are getting some recognition by the community. And by real gamers, I mean people like me, Nelson, Henry, RPG, who's my co-host of the Just Playing live stream. Like RPG on his day off will play for 8-9 hours straight. You know what I mean? These other fucking YouTubers do podcasts 2-3 times a week, 4 times a week, but yet only have 5, 6, 700 hours. Get the fuck out of here. Especially
I picked up a fucking physical game today.
Which one?
I picked up Gears of War 2 because my copy was scratched, so I picked it up another copy.
Oh, for Xbox?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped myself.
Marcus we started playing 4, but 4 is pretty dog shit. So
we just beat 2, I think, last year, didn't we?
No, we beat 1, I think. Or maybe we started 2. I don't know if we finished it.
Oh, yeah. I stopped myself from buying Sonic Cross World today just because I've been buying too many fucking games. But that's less than my neck.
I'm just refusing to buy anything right now until I finish like 2 games.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing, but I
haven't even opened Shinobi yet because I'm working on Lost Soul Side still.
I'm playing that right now. Game is fucking fire, dude.
What?
Shinobi?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I've been playing it the whole stream. I mean, I've been dog shit because I've been focusing on the talking and shit, but man, it's like such a great game, dude. I'm having a really good time with it. And this hand-drawn art style, me and Henry were talking about this earlier. Like, I'm impressed with this style. Like, I'm really, really liking it. But, okay, guys, we won't keep you anymore.
It is. That's why cartoons suck now. Those hand-drawn cartoons in the 90s just hit different.
Yeah, no, I know. Oh, sorry, RPG. X-Men I will never bring up personal information again.
The bullshit.
All I was trying to say is that you're a real fucking gamer. Sorry, I won't say anything about you ever in my life. All right, guys, thank you so much. Sorry to offend RPG88. He's now upset with me again. But thank you for showing up. Thank Atreyu for being here. Nelson is finally going to get to work and get some new people to show up on the podcast, which is his job that he hasn't been doing for the last year. So maybe he will do a good time next week or a good job next week. We will see. But
that's the plan. I'll be home to plan a little better. You know they block everything but Discord fucking when I'm at the school for my kids wrestling.
Why don't you just use fucking your phone data?
Because I don't have any reception. Reception's dog shit there. So I can't use TikTok. I can use Facebook. It won't even let me send pictures through Facebook. I can only send text messages. They block everything. So
Mm.
I can use Discord and Facebook Messenger, and that's it. Everything else is blocked. Internet. I can't
Well,
even go to the PlayStation Store. I can't use the PlayStation app. I can't use a lot of things.
fuck the PlayStation. No, actually, the PlayStation Store got some good deals. All right,
Well, I just
guys.
like to go in there and browse or just fucking
Oh, I browse.
whatever. I can't go on Twitter. I can't fucking. There's a lot of shit I can't do.
I used to browse every day, but I stopped. But yeah, they got some very good deals going on there all the time. It's insane. Right now, they actually have Forza Horizon for $30. I've been wanting to buy it, but I'm just like, I need it to be under 30. I need it to be 20, $25 for that digital game, but I do want to buy it. What's the other one? Oh, the Final Fantasy 16 DLC. I never bought the DLC pack. It's on sale right now for $15. So I think I'm gonna get that on payday. And there's one more game I can't think of that I had that's on sale right now. But either way, Little Nightmares 3 comes out not this week, but next week. That I already have pre-ordered. I got the or the collector's edition for that. Outer Worlds at the end of the month. Painkiller at the end of the month. There's a lot of games, guys. So a lot to talk about. But thank you guys for coming out with us tonight. Thank you for being here. Don't forget, you don't need permission to come on the podcast. You just come on in. Let me know because you will need an invite. But besides that, go follow Nelson over on Twitter. Follow him on our Discord, and you guys know where to follow me. Nelson, anything else you want to say before
And
we
if
keep
you're
it
still
moving?
listening, thanks for 2,000 followers on the Twitters.
You got 2K on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I waited for them to expel all my OnlyFans girls so I could make sure I have 2,000. And they just expelled a bunch of them because, I get random, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
random,
The OnlyFans.
yeah, whatever, fucking random ass people that. So they just expelled those, and I'm still at 2016. So
Yes. And Warwana, no, I did not get Sonic Cross Worlds. I'm gonna get it probably this week when I get paid. But yeah, I mean it's a game that falls short to Mario Kart. That's just the reality of things. I was hoping it could be at least, match it,
it's the
but
next best thing, though.
it's
For a
I
kart
don't know.
racer.
Maybe I haven't played enough of them to say that, but I mean my complaints about Sonic last week are still true, just to not that extent. I was like at a level 10 pissed off about it, but I'm really like a level 4 pissed off about it. Check it out. When you're jumping off the ramp, it's like you don't, like in Mario Kart, you kind of float a little bit because you're going off the speed. In Sonic, it's like you fall like a brick, which is probably more realistic, but this is an arcade gamer. It's not Gran Turismo or anything. And that really fucks up the flow of the race for me because the game you're constantly going off different jumps. So when you're doing that fall from that jump and you fall like a brick, it kind of takes you out of it or it slows you down. And the other thing that I complained about was the sensation of speed in the game. Like it's Sonic, you're supposed to feel like you're going really fast, which you do, but you feel it mainly on the turns. Like you come up on them real too quick and you start banging
You
up on
gotta
the
slide.
side.
You gotta. That's the big thing about passing people on there. You gotta
You got you got to
hit those
slide.
slides, the power slides.
Yep, the power slide, which is the power slide is cool. I really like that. I like the game. I mean, I've been contemplating on buying it. You know what I mean? And I am gonna buy it. I'm gonna drop 70 on it, which I know I fucking shouldn't. But you know what? I had a good time, and it motivated me so much that I reinstalled Lego 2K Drive, and I'm gonna play that before I go to bed tonight. I've been playing Dying Like the Beast real heavy lately. I think I'm on like 25 hours, but I need to get to the main campaign because I've been doing so much side content. And I ain't gonna lie, um, I th- I really like Dying Light. I really like it. I I I I, I can't really pinpoint quite yet. So I've been going in my mind. What do you like about the game? I like the combat. The Beast is a little bit more difficult than the Dying Light 2. The boss fights, it has way more boss fights, which is nice. But I love the combat. I like what do you call that when you jumping around climbing shit? The the movement in the game. You know, you're just climbing up walls, jumping off building,
Traversal?
the traversal. I really like it. I really like the weapons and the maintenance of the weapons. And you know, one of my problems in video games is that I stick to one weapon for the most part. Unless another weapon is super overpowered, the first one that I have, I generally don't swap out like that. Parkour, thank you, RPG. I don't really swap out much because I get used to the weapon. I get comfortable with it, so I don't want to learn something 10 hours in. So I stick with it. But Dying Light in general forces you to swap out or upgrade it or fix it every single time because you can only use it for so often. Now there are some games where that mechanic is overused, where it's like one or two hits and now your weapon is dull, or one or two hits and it breaks. Dying Light isn't that bad with that. So there's the world. I really like this zombie infested world. There's way more zombies in my opinion in this one than two. But I've also seen where zombies will pop up out of nowhere where they just materialize, which I don't like that. It does have the whole I don't know if it's a Souls thing, but when you rest at like um like a campfire or something and the monsters re come back, Dying Light the Beast does that as well, which can be annoying at times because you go into a building that you cleared out and now they're there again. But the cool thing is that you can continue to get rewards, just not as good as the first time. Um, but I like it. I the thing with these types of games, with these open world games, at least what works for me, maybe it'll work for you. My recommendation, because RPG is saying that he's tired of it already. Which I don't know what game he's talking about. Which one RPG are you talking about? But either way, and no, CTR, is that the Crash Bandicoot one? I haven't played that one, so I don't know. But the thing that helps me with these open world games is really looking for reasons to fall in love with the world. If you can fall in love with the world, it won't feel like it's too much or dragging or like it's getting boring because now
I would say
everything you
Sonic's the
do.
best competitor to Mario Kart since CTR, but I don't know if it's better than CTR.
There you go. Nelson played it, but yeah, look for reasons to like
Yeah, I
it,
was a
man.
part of the. Oh, thanks. Shout out to Sega for the banners. So when I do get the game, I have beta tester banners.
How come he didn't? I didn't get one, and I beta tested it.
I don't know, because you were open, I was closed. I don't know.
What does that mean? Open and close.
I did the closed. I had to sign up and get drawn for it or whatever. I did the very first beta, like the closed beta. Open beta, anybody can do.
Yeah, no, I signed up and I got a code.
Oh, I don't know. Did you play it?
Yeah, motherfucker, I was talking shit about it.
That was the demo, wasn't it?
No, the
I
demo
don't
came
know.
later.
I don't know. I was a part of the very first beta, so I got a code, or I got a, beta tester banner, and something else, some skin or sticker or some shit.
See, well, that's the thing about. I think Dying Light 1 story is weak. I think Dying Light 2 story is weak. I think Dying Light the Beast story. I think all those stories are garbage. They're serviceable, but they're not.
They're
You
all
know,
equally garbage.
they're not Ghost of Tsushima. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I look for reasons within the story. Like the first one, Kyle, right? He drops into this place and he gets infected and he's trying to save his life and he still thinks that he's doing a mission for humanity. So I tie myself to that. The second one, he's looking for his sister, right? I tie myself to that. The third one, he's trying to get revenge for whatever they did to him. I'm tying myself into that. I'm not treating this game like it's a PlayStation first party game with the story because otherwise I'm just gonna be disappointed. I just see it for what it is, and then I fall in love with the other aspects of the game, the world, the detail in there. and then all those other things that I mentioned. So those are part of my saying. Look for reasons to play the game, and I think I should come up with another saying. Look for reasons to stay in the game, up to an extent, right? Because if the game is boring to you, it's boring to you, no matter what the fucking game is. Don't be wasting your time on a game that you're not having a good time with. Life is too short. There's too many games to play. So don't ever do that. But sometimes people do give up on games a little too quick. And I'm not talking about a game where it gets good at 10 hours. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying wait a little bit longer to see if anything else clicks, especially if there are things that you like about it. Like if you love open world games, maybe hang around just a little bit longer to see if there's something else in there that clicks you in. But if you don't like open world games or you're playing an open world game, don't be waiting for anything because you don't like that type of game anyways, and it didn't capture you from the get-go. For me, it's Metrovania games, right? I don't like Metrovania games. The whole back and forth shit I dislike. So within the first hour or so of a game, if there's something that doesn't catch me, I drop it right away.
God damn, Forza Horizon 5's half off now.
Yeah, I know. I just told you it's $30.
Oh.
I wish it was 20 or 25. Yeah, that's what
10.
I'm saying. Yeah, 10 is too cheap, but yeah, $20 would be.
I'm not gonna buy it now that it's coming to Tokyo. I'll wait for that shit to be half off. Yep.
It is half off.
No, the new one. It ain't out till next year. I'll buy it in 29.
Yeah. Nah. If I buy this one, I'm not buying the next one. I'm not gonna. To me, they're too.
That's why I'm just waiting because I have Forza Horizon 3. They're all the same thing in a different environment. So if it's not better than what I have, which is Australia, and Australia looks cool, nah. Moving on.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say, Nelson?
Mexico does not trump Australia.
And what?
They don't. They in environment.
What do you mean? What kind of environment?
Like the fucking the outback, how it looks, the greenery, the fucking landscape. And all
so
that
you
shit,
like
you know
you like how Australia looks better than Mexico?
Yes.
So I actually like Mexico better.
I would go to Mexico before I go into fucking Australia though, because everything wants.
Yes, exactly. I was about to say. Not just that, but Mexico does have rain.
That's my only chance to experience fucking.
Yeah, I don't need a fucking.
Because I ain't ever going there. No.
I mean, I want to visit, but the thing that I like about Mexico is they got rainforests. They're in the Caribbean. They have the pyramids. They have they got a lot of culture. The food is good. The music is good. Australia, I would love to go there. I would like to see the outback. I would like to see all those, even though I'm scared of them, all the crazy creatures. I want to see their culture, their history, the city, Sydney. It's just so interesting to me. I would love to visit, but Australia.
I'd have to be in a mech.
Yeah, I need to go exactly a mech so I can fucking be protected at all times. But yeah, that's all we got for you guys today, man. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this evening. We got the start of the work week.
Snakes, fucking poisonous snakes, fucking frogs and spiders and fucking saltwater crocs and sharks. Like, you're not safe anywhere, dude. Fuck that shit. Kangaroos will kick your ass. They're like violent deer. The warrior just waves at him when he runs. I don't know. Whatever.
All right, guys. Have a good night. We'll catch you guys on Tuesday for the Just Playing live stream with me and RPG.
That's the bingo.
And then next week again, Sunday with Nelson. We'll catch you guys next time. Keep it gaming.